Okay, greetings one and all, and welcome to day number 2. Yes, day number 2, week 1, fall 2024 of our journey together. That's day number 2, week 1 of fall 2024. And it's definitely a delight to have each and every one of you here for this evening's class. Remember, if you have a question, please do not be afraid to ask me the question. If you don't understand something, please do not be afraid to ask me the question. Make sure that you have something to write on and something to write with. And please make sure that whatever you do, you send me your notes and you do all of the quizzes, all right? Send me your notes and make sure you do all of the quizzes. That's very important. Some persons, a lot of you are sending your notes, and I've seen the notes that you have sent. For a lot of you, some I haven't seen. So for the ones who have not sent in your work, make sure that you are sending in your notes to my number and make sure you're writing down the notes, all right? That's very important. All right, so let's begin with today's class. We're gonna head up properly. And so let's head up.
Pardon me, Mr. Badi, what the subjects are they?
We're doing math and then health and general science. Okay, so today is, so my name, write down my name. My name is Mr. Petit. Today is Tuesday, the 3rd of September. The subject is mathematics. The theme is set theory. And the topic is union and intersection of sets. Mr. Barry Jean, you have a question? Or you just have your hand raised? Okay, so first question is, what is a set? We looked at this question yesterday. What is a set? Anyone can answer. What do we mean by a set? What is a set?
A group of things.
A set is a group of things. Very good. A set is a group of things. Next question. What does this symbol mean? What does this symbol mean?
Element.
Not an element.
Is an element of. Is an element of.
It's
Very
an
good.
element of.
It's an element of. Now, what does this symbol? Oh, one moment. What does this symbol? What does this symbol mean?
It's not an
Not
element of.
Element, not
It's
element.
not an element of. It's not an element of, right? It's not an element of. Okay, next. Oh boy, watch I get you. I get you all good right now. What does this symbol mean?
Empty
No.
or not?
Empty.
There's nothing inside the set.
Very good.
Nothing.
Empty. Very good. Empty set, or it's a null set, right? So if I have the set of cows that jump over the moon, is that an empty set?
Empty.
Yes,
It's an
sir.
empty set.
Empty set.
Empty.
Empty set. Empty
Cows
set.
jumping over the moon.
Very good. If I have the set of whole numbers between 7 and 8, is that empty?
Empty.
Yes,
Empty.
sir.
Empty set. Empty
sir.
set.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Empty set. Very
Sir.
good. Very good. When we're looking at sets, true or false? This is true or false? We're looking at sets. Sets only have to have numbers inside of them. Is that true or is that false?
False.
False.
False. False. What else can sets have inside of them? Besides
Letters.
letters,
Words. Animals. And things.
Good.
Once it's separated by a comma.
Very good. Once it's separated by a comma. Very good. Let me ask the question. I have the symbol right there, right? I have the symbol right there. What does this mean?
What's inside of it?
A curly
brackets.
Curly bracket.
What does it?
Empty set.
Thank
Curly
you.
bracket.
Empty or no set?
Empty set. Empty set. Empty set. So that's another way to write an empty set. Okay, so today we're going to be looking at the union and intersection of sets. Have any of you done the union and intersection before?
Yes.
Yes.
No,
Yes?
sir. Yes, sir. but don't remember it.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, good. So we're gonna go over that. Okay, so let's just do that. So we're gonna be looking at union and intersection. So when you think about the word union, right? You think about, oh, sorry, I moved the date. When you think about the word union, obviously you think about the word like unite, to bring together, right? So let's write that down. Please make sure write down these notes, please. All right, union of sets. Union of sets. So make sure I write this down. And by the way, if you have any questions, please let me know. Don't be afraid to ask. Someone hand is raised. I think that's Shekinah. Whose hand is that raised? Okay, so the word union, write this down for me, please. The word union means to unite, right? Or to what? Or to combine. That's what I mean by union. So when we think about union, we're thinking about bringing together, right? Uniting, right? That's what we mean by union. So it means to unite or to combine. So highlight that in your notes. That's what we mean by union, to unite or to combine. So in the sense of when we're looking at sets, so therefore, write this down for me, please. Make sure I write down these notes. Write this down for me. Therefore, all right, someone make it on. Therefore, when we consider the union of sets, we are thinking about bringing sets together. So that's what we mean by the union of sets, right? We are bringing two or more sets together, right? We're combining all of the elements inside of those sets. So that's what we mean by union, all right? That's what we mean by union. So Sashanik, what two other words I could use for union, right? What two other words I could use for union? Sashanik.
Union.
It's right there. It's right there in the notes. You don't have in deep. What two other words I could use for union?
Bringing sets together.
Combine or unite.
Very good. Combine or unite. Very good. And when we talk about the union of two sets, what are we doing with the two sets?
Combining or unite.
Very good. Combining them or uniting them. All right. So all of the elements in these sets, we're gonna bring them together. Jatina Kilton.
Jatina Clinton.
Yes, go ahead. You have a question?
I have to rejoin to switch devices. Is that okay?
That's no problem. That's no problem.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. So,
Mr. Biti,
go ahead.
can I get a new pen? My pen's out of ink.
Okay, sure. I could finally hear you, Jaden. Finally.
I don't know why. I didn't do anything.
Oh, wow. Yesterday, I don't know. Something was wrong. So the union. So Marinik, you have your hand raised?
Yes, sir. I have a question.
Go ahead.
Is this BJC classes or BJCSE classes?
Okay, that's a good question. What are you doing?
BJCSE,
Okay. So what grade are you in?
grade 11.
Okay. Message me on my phone.
Okay.
Yeah. So you doing core or extended? Marinik, we doing core?
Core.
You doing core? Okay.
Yes, sir.
And what school you go to?
I go to school on the Family Island, Central Lucha High School.
Okay. Message me, please.
Okay.
It's not okay. It's either yes or no. So the union of two sets A and B is a new set. Containing all the elements that are in either set A or set B or both. So when we're looking at the union, we're looking at combining all of the elements in set A, all of the elements in set B, or if they have elements that are combined, we're looking at those numbers as well. So all of the elements in set A and all of the elements in set B, or the numbers that are in both of them. All right. So set A, set B, or both. So that's what we mean by the union.
I'm doing work.
All right. Make sure your mic is muted when if you're not speaking. Good. All right, so the union of sets. So the union, let's write another sentence to explain it some more. So we say that the union, write this down for me, please. And the reason why you're writing it down is because I'm going to ask you to send in your notes. So make sure I write this down. So the union of sets can be thought of as combining or merging the elements of two sets. Now, when we say elements, what are elements of a set? Anyone can answer. What do we mean by elements of a set?
These are the items that are in the set.
Yeah, the things that are inside of a set. Malik, you have an answer?
Yes,
Mr.
sir.
Petite, very low.
Your voice is low.
Yes, on a bit low.
boy.
My
voice a little low.
My voice is
Yes,
low.
sir. Your voice is low.
Yeah, yes, your voice is low.
Hello, can you let me know?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
It's better?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay, good. So I was asking what we mean by the elements in a set. What do we mean by elements of a set?
Anything that's between the two sets.
Anything that's inside of the set, right? That's the elements. So the union of sets can be thought of as combining or merging the elements of two sets into a single set. Now for the union of sets, we must list the distinct elements of both sets, and we must avoid all duplicates. That's very important. So I need you all to write this down in capital letters. I need you to write it down in capital letters. What do we write down in capital letters? No repeating elements. No repeating elements. So when you're looking at the union, you do not repeat elements. So if there are elements that are inside both A and B, you do not repeat them. You only write them one time.
Okay, Mr. Petite, I think you need to correct the word "and."
Okay. For the union of sets, we must list the distinct elements of both sets, and thank you. And we must avoid all duplicates. Thank you. Okay. So let's break this down. For union of two sets, we are taking two sets and we're combining them together, but we must ensure that we are looking at distinct elements, which means that you cannot have things that are repeating. You do not want to have anything that's repeating. Okay, so Abigail Johnson, are you there? It's Abigail. Abigail Johnson. Abigail, can you hear me? I cannot hear from Abigail for some reason. Where's Alex? Alex, are you there? Alex Delavo.
I hear Mr. Petite.
Okay, good. Can you read the first sentence, the word union?
The word union means to unite or to combine. Therefore, when we consider the union of sets, we are thinking about bringing sets together.
Bringing sets together. So that's what we're doing when we're doing the union. We're bringing two sets together. Bianca, you have a question? Okay, I guess not. Alexander, where's Alexander?
So,
Good. I need you to read the next sentence, the union of two sets A and B.
the union of two sets A and B is a new set containing all the elements that are either set A or set B or both.
Very good. So it could be either in set A, either in set B, or it can be in both. Very good. And next line, the third sentence, Alexia Brown, where are you? Alexia Brown, are you there? Where's Alexia?
Hello,
Alexia, can you hear me?
this is Abigail.
Abigail, yes, I was trying to get your attention earlier. Can you read this line, this sentence? The union of sets can be thought of.
Okay.
Read that for me.
The union of sets can be thought of as a combining or merging the elements of two sets into a single set.
Very good. That's important. When we are doing the union of two sets, we are bringing those sets into one set. So the union of sets is a set itself, right? So we combine two sets into one. All right. Now, a question. Anyone can answer this. When we are doing the union of sets, do we have repeating elements? Yes or no?
No.
No repeating elements.
No.
No repeating elements.
No, absolutely no repeating elements. So what if the elements are in both of them? Can we still repeat them?
No.
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 So.
No. Absolutely no repeating. So let's look at some examples. First example. So example number 1. So hopefully the example will clarify what we're doing. So in each case, find the union of the sets. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna find the union of the sets. Okay. So we want to find the union. So in each case, you want to find the union of the sets. That's what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna give you two sets, A and B, and I want you to find the union of the two sets. Let me make this bold so you can know that this is the instructions. So let's say for number 1, we have set A. Let's put this in equation form. So A set A equals, if we're writing a set, what kind of brackets must we use? Anyone can answer. If we're writing a set, what kind
Curly
of brackets?
bracket.
The curly
Curly
brackets.
brackets.
The curly brackets, very good. We must use the curly brackets. Why? It's because that's how they tell us how to do it in maths. We just follow in their rules. So curly brackets, then we have, let's say we have 1, 2, and 3. So by the way, please do not use, I see some persons doing this. Do not do this, right? Some persons just have this. Is this how you write sets?
No, sir.
No. No. You need to have the curly brackets. That's very important. Do not write regular brackets. Curly brackets, very important. So we have the set A and it contains the elements 1, 2, and 3. Let's say we have the set B, right? Set B, and it contains the elements set B. And let's say set B contains the elements 7, 8, and 9. All right. And so the goal right here is to write the union of A and B. All right. The union of A and B. So the way how we write the union, there's a specific sign that we use. So we say A, and the sign that we use is like a U. That's the sign we use for the union. And so let me write it for you. This sign, a U. All right. So we say A union B. And so A union B is going to be equal to what? All of the elements that are inside A and all of the elements that are inside B combine. All right. But no repeats. All right. So all elements inside A and all elements inside B with no repeats. So what anyone can answer, what is going to be inside of A union B?
1, 2,
1, 2,
3,
3, 7, 8, 9.
2, 3,
Very
7,
good.
8, 9 bracket.
Very good. 1, 2, 3, then 7, 8, 9. All right. All of the elements in A and all of the elements in U, sorry, all the elements in A and all the elements in B combine with no repeats. All right. Alexia Brown. Can you hear me, Alexia Brown? Alexia Brown, can you hear me? I'm not hearing from Alexia Brown. That's not good. Can you hear me, Alexia Brown? I hope I pronounced your name right. Kiana from Amari Penniman. Can you hear me? Amari Penniman.
Yes, sir.
Good. What is the union? What all numbers inside the union of A and B? Tell me, please.
1, 2, 3, 7, 8, and 9.
Very good. Thank you, Amari. And Anishka, what are all the elements inside the union of A and B?
1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9.
Very good. And one more person, Barry Jean, what are all the elements inside A union B? Barry Jean, what are all the elements inside A union B?
1, 2, 3, 7, 8, and 9.
Very good. So the union contains all of the elements that are inside A and all of the elements inside B with no repeat combined. Does that make sense? Let me know, please, if that makes sense to you all.
Yes, sir.
Yes, it does.
Yes, sir.
Good. So easy or hard?
Very easy.
Very easy, right? Good. Math is easy. Don't make it hard. Okay. So let's look at set A. Let's look at number 2. So number 2, we have this is 10, and we have 11, and we have 12. And then for set B, we have oh, I have to unmute some people. Some persons are not mute. Oh, some people cannot answer. So I'm gonna unmute some persons. So if you cannot answer, if you're unable to speak, please let me know by raising your hand so I can unmute you. So I'm unmuting Jeremiah Marano. And okay, I think everyone is unmuted for the most part.
Afternoon, Mr. Petit.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
I'm in a parent meeting.
Okay. So are you able to take notes?
No, sir. I'll be able to screenshot and then send it to you.
Yes, do that. Do that. All right. So let's look at set B. So set B is going to be set B is going to be, say it has the elements 16, 17, and 19. And so the elements of A is 10, 11, and 12. And the elements of B is 16, 17, and 19. Do not answer vocally, but write inside the chat what is going to be A union B. Write your answer inside the chat, please. What is going to be the answer of A union B? Put your answer inside the chat for me, please. I need everyone to answer that. All right, do not write it. Do not write it. Oh, I'm sorry, I changed the slide. Let's go back to the right slide. Nope, that's not it. We were in the union, so that's this one. There we go. So I want you to write inside the chat, what is the answer for number 2? A union B. I need everyone to answer, please. A union B. We have A, it contains the elements 10, 11, and 12. We have B, it contains the elements 16, 17, and 19. What is the answer to A union B? All right, put your answer inside the chat for me. A union B. A union B. Bianca, have you answered inside the chat yet? Bianca? Where's Bianca? Bianca, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Have you answered inside the chat, please?
Yes, I already answered.
Okay, good. I need everyone to answer. Make sure you have A union B. What is the answer to A union B? Wow. I see some persons who got this wrong. Why are we getting this wrong? What is something that could cause us to get this wrong? What do y'all think?
The bracket.
The brackets.
Curly brackets.
The curly
I
brackets.
noticed
The
that I
curly
didn't put any.
brackets. The curly
I noticed
brackets.
I put them there.
The curly brackets. How many persons did put their curly brackets? Let me know, please, if you put your curly brackets.
I
did.
On the first time that I
did.
First
did?
time.
The first time? Okay,
I
good.
put the curly brackets.
I put mine.
Very good. So you
I put the
need,
curly brackets.
okay, good. So you need to have your curly brackets. So curly brackets is needed because this is a set, right? This is a set that we're creating, right? So let's write it down. So tell me what goes inside of the set. The first number is what?
10.
10, 11, 12,
11,
16,
17,
12,
19.
17 and 19.
16, 17, and
19.
19. Very good. 17 and 19. Very good. So we have 10, 11, 12, 16, 17, and 19. All right. Where is Marinique? Marinique. Can you hear me, Marinique? I think that's she's asking me a question today. And I think she left, Marinique. Okay, good. So the union is going to be the set that contains all of the numbers combined, right? But with no repeats. Now, when we're looking at these things, it don't only have to be numbers, right? So it could also be letters, months of the year and stuff. So let's do an example where it's not numbers. So let's say we're looking at a set and it is not numbers, but say that this set has, let's say the set has letters in it, okay? So we have the set. Let's say that the set is, it has A, B, C, D, E, and then we have another set, set B. And set B contains the numbers, not numbers, definitely not numbers. C, D, sorry, C, D, E, F, G, H, and I. All right, so we have these two sets and we have to find the union of the two sets. So the union is going to be all of the elements inside A, all of the letters inside A, and all of the elements inside B, right? Combine. Now, what is interesting about this is that A has C in it, right? So A has C in it, but B also has what?
C in it as well.
C in it as well. And then A has D, and then B also has D, and then A has E.
E as well.
And then B also has E.
E.
I'm not gonna tell you what to do. But I want you to put your answer inside the chat. What do you think is going to be the union of these two sets? I'm not gonna tell you what to do. All right, let me see if you are paying attention. How are we gonna write the union of these two sets, right? How are we gonna write the union of these two sets? Put your answer inside the chat. I see Tiffany answer, I see Aniska answer, I see Caleb, I see Rashante, Edward Parker, I see Kamani, thank you. I see Kaylia, Justin, I see your answer.
Just
Malik
notice
Cooper.
a couple but I think I'm do twice with the comma.
Okay, it does twice. Okay, I see Cleveland answer. Okay, I see Rochelle. No. Okay, interesting. I see Zion. Some of these answers, I'm sorry, but some of these answers are very wrong. Jalen. Yeah, some of y'all answers are very wrong. I see the good news is I see some persons with the right answer. But then some persons do not have. And then I see some persons, oh boy. Okay, do we, this is a major question. Do we repeat the letters? If it comes twice, do we repeat the letters?
No. You put the letters that have the same thing.
Right, so why do I see people repeating the letters? Should we repeat the letters?
No, sir.
No, there are no repeats. So we do not write C twice. We do not write D twice. We do not write E twice. We only write it how many times?
Once.
Once.
time.
And then I see some people not including it at all. Do we include it?
Oh, sir. Yes, no, sir. I mean, yes, sir.
Do we include it? Yes or no?
The repeated elements, no,
Yeah, the
we don't
repeated-
include it.
No,
the
we
those
don't
ones.
repeat.
You don't
Repeated.
you don't do we include it though? I didn't say that. Do we include
We
it?
included once, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Included
Once.
once.
Yeah.
You only included one
Once.
time.
You included how many
And then-
times?
One.
Once.
So how come I see persons not including it at all? Cleveland, why didn't you include it? Right?
Because I cannot put the same
Uh-huh.
letters.
Yes.
Because I cannot put the same letters.
You can't put the same letters, but that doesn't mean that you can't put it in, right? So you, even though you don't have the repeat, you still have to put it once. So let's go ahead and write it. So we're gonna put what? A, what else?
Mr. Petit,
Go ahead.
you could see my answer in the chat, right?
I can, yes.
Okay.
A, comma,
I-
B,
B,
comma, C,
G,
D,
and I.
comma, E, comma, G, comma, and I.
So A,
The curly
then
bracket.
B, right? Then C, and what else?
D,
Do we repeat C?
no,
No, we do not repeat C. Then what else? D,
D,
then what else?
E,
E, then what else?
G,
G.
F,
I.
A, B, C, D, E,
F,
A, B,
G.
C, D, E,
That's I.
That's
G.
a I.
E, and then what
Yeah.
else?
I.
H, and I.
I. There's
Don't
no
say no
H.
H.
There's no H.
H.
I.
There's no
and
H.
You did say H initially, you just didn't put it.
Oh, I said it.
You said H and F.
And I.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's not in the set.
I wrote it down.
I wrote it down.
I have F, G, H.
Oh, that's my bad. My apologies. So only the ones.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Go ahead, Ms. Smith.
You could see when I raised my hand.
I can see. Yes, you have a question.
No, the same thing what you just said. That's what I wanted to ask.
What is that?
But if the elements have the same, there are some numbers in it. But you just explain it. So
Yeah, you only put it once. All right, you only put it once. So we have A. We only write that once. So you include all of the elements, but just only one time. So we have A, so we write A. We have B, so we write B. We have C, so we write C, but we only write it one time. We have D, right? And then we have E, but we only write them one time. All right. And then after you already write all elements in A, let's go to G now. Let's go to B now. And so we have G, and then we have I. So that is the union of these two sets. All right, does that make sense? Let me know, please, if that makes sense to you.
Yes.
Yes, so.
yes, sir.
Good. If you understand how to do this so far, please put I inside the chat. If you understand how to do it so far, please put I inside the chat so I can know if you understand it. Thank you, Justin, Sashanik, Rashante, Edward Parker, Rico, Kaylin, Lamar, and the rest of you are putting I inside the chat. Not hi, put I inside the chat if you understand how to do it. Cleveland, you understand how to do this?
Yes, sir.
Anthony? Where's Anthony?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Do you understand how to do this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Jada Store, do you understand how to do this?
Yes, sir, I do.
The mayor, do you understand how to do this? The mayor Ford. Yes, sir. Okay. And how about Ray Hall? Do you understand how to do this, Ray? Ray? Where's Ray?
Yes, sir.
You understand how to do this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Tatiana, do you understand how to do this? Where's Tatiana? Remember, if you understand how to do it, please put I inside the chat. Now, Chanel, do you understand how to do this? Yes, Chanel.
Yes, sir, I understand.
Okay, good. So what I want you all to do right now is take a picture of this first slide in your work, in your book. So I don't need my slide. I just need your notes. Take a picture of your notes and send it to me via WhatsApp. For those of you who do not know my number is 426-8891. Take a picture of your notes and send it to me via WhatsApp before we move on to the grade exercise. 426 8891. Take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp. 426 8891. That's my number. Take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. 426 8891. That's my number. I need everyone to take a picture of their work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Please do that. Xavier Cooper, do you understand how to do this? Where's Xavier? Xavier Cooper.
I'm going to go get my
Yes, sir.
father's phone now.
Okay, no problem. Zion Davis, do you understand how to do this, Zion?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. I need everyone to take a picture of their work and send it to me via WhatsApp, please. Thomasina Smith, do you understand how to do this? Thomasina Smith.
Yes, I understand.
Okay, good. Take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp, please. I need everyone to do that. And then
I have a question.
go ahead.
Can when you're doing unions, can both data sets be different? Like one is numbers and the other one is letters?
Yeah, that could happen. That could happen. That could happen. That could happen.
Excuse me, Mr. D.
Go ahead.
Can you send a number in the chat, please?
Okay, I'm gonna send in the chat again. 426 8891. Do you see it? 426 8891. That's my number. Kanan, you have a question?
Yeah, so I was asking, do the elements have to be in a specific order?
Oh my goodness, y'all are so smart. Do the elements need to be in a specific order?
Yes, sir.
Do they have
No,
to be
sir.
in a specific order?
Yes, sir.
Yes, no, maybe no.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I don't
I'm not really
think
sure.
No.
I think the element has to be in this.
You think it's
It has to be in
Break
his
it down.
unit. Yes.
You
Yeah.
think you think so? Okay.
Oh yes,
All right.
it has to.
You
Because
think it has to?
to be in a
Yeah,
specific
I think
order.
so, yeah.
Yes, sir.
I think it only has to be in order in a situation like this when we're doing two like A and B in different sets. That's the only time I think it should be in order. But
Okay.
if we're just doing one set, it shouldn't have to be in order.
Okay. So
Why I changed my answer? Because if it was like B union A, I mean B union A, you have to put the B first and then put the A set.
the A second. Okay, so when we look at a set, what do we say? What do we say a set is? A set is a what?
It's a group of things.
We say a set is we said a set is a group of things, right? That's what we say a set is, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yes, sir.
so if you have your if you have your bag, right? Let's say in your bag you have apples, bananas. Let's say you have 2 apples, 3 bananas, and 2 oranges. Does it matter the order, or does it matter that they're inside your bag?
It matters
It matters inside my bag. I'm gonna eat it anyway.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yes, and they all are fruit, so I think
They
it should
just so once it's inside the set, it does not matter the order. Once it's inside the set. Now, even though the order does not matter, we typically write it in order. So we typically write it in order, but the order does not matter. So even though, I mean, we just write it in order just so it look neat, but technically speaking, it doesn't have to be in order, but I would recommend that you put it in order. Okay. Okay, so let's move on. Have you all sent in your work? Let me know if you have sent in your work already.
Yes, sir. I sent it to you.
Yes, sir.
In mine.
Yes,
Yes,
sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good. Some people I have not seen your work. Nateo, I did not see your work from yesterday. That's Nateo Green. So you need to send in your work. Who else I didn't see their work yesterday? You have to make sure you send in your work. All right, everyone, make sure you send in your work. So
good night, Mr. T. I was supposed to ask, will you send the rest of the quiz them, like how you tell us last night once we did 2 week leave.
Yeah.
You want us to go back and complete all of them?
I think those are like practice. So over the weekend, and you want to practice some more,
okay.
you could use them for practice. All right,
Thank
good.
you.
So let's move on to the next one. We're gonna go on to the intersection. So we already did the union. Let's go on intersection. So intersection of sets. Make sure you send in your first work. All right, intersection of sets. Make sure you send in the first work. All right. Make sure you send in the first work. Bianca, you have a question?
Yes, sir. Is it this maths BJC or BGCSE?
Okay. That's a good. What grade are you in?
Grade 11.
What school do you go to?
RM.
RM Bailey?
Yes, sir.
This is your first time, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then you need to be doing this. You need to be doing this today. So we're gonna start off with the intersection of sets. So let's go on. So when we think about the intersection, so union means to unite or to merge or to combine. But when you think about an intersection, what do you think about?
Connection.
Connection.
In both sets.
What in the middle?
You think about the element
Crossing over.
Crossing over, very good. Because if you have a road, right? So if we have a road, so we have a road, right? What the intersection looks like. Intersection looks something like this, right? So you have
Going
like
different routes.
So we'd say that
An intersection look more like a four-way street.
okay, so in this something, right? In this thing, which letter represents the intersection?
C.
C.
C, right? C.
So meeting in the middle.
Very good. So the intersection is what? We say that's the what?
Meeting in the middle.
That's the meeting place, right?
Sure.
That's the center.
Yes.
That's where
Each letter, each items cross.
Yeah, that's where they cross, right? That's the meeting place. That's where they come together, right? That's where A, B, C, and D, all of them have a common ground or common place, all right? So when we think about intersection, we're thinking about the common place. We're thinking about the merging place. We're thinking about the crossroads. We're thinking about where everything have common ground, all right? So when we think about intersection, words like overlap, converge, and crossroads may come to mind. So indeed, the intersection, Logan. So indeed, the intersection of two sets is a new set containing elements that are what? Common, right? To both sets. So we're looking at the places that they are common to both sets, all right? The symbol for the intersection is, does anyone know the symbol for the intersection?
An upside down U. It's like an N.
Very good. Tavana, and that's how you pronounce the name? Is that how you pronounce the name? Tavana?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So it's an upside down U, or we can say like it looked like an N. So it looks like this. This is the intersection, all right? So the intersection is this. So the symbol for the intersection is that, and we write A intersect A intersect B. So this is red. This is red. A intersect B. All right, so that's how we write the intersection, right? A intersect B. So this is the symbol that we use. So the first symbol is for that the U-looking symbol. That's for the union. This other symbol right there is for the intersection. All right. Can Leah Flowers? Where's Can Leah Flowers? Can you read? Where's Can Leah? Can you hear me? Can Leah? Can Leah Flowers, are you there? I cannot hear from Can Leah. Donika Martin, where's Donika Martin? Donika Martin? Donika Martin, where are you? Where's Donika Martin? Donika Martin, can you hear me? Hello, where's Donika Martin? Can't hear from Donika Martin. Kamani, are you there? Where's Kamani?
Right here.
Okay, can you read this first paragraph for me, please?
When we think about the intersection, words like overlap, converge, and crossroads may come to mind. Indeed, the intersection of two sets is a new set containing elements that are common to both sets. The symbol for the intersection is N, or you write A and B. This is a read A intersect B.
Very good. This is read A intersect B. All right. A intersect B. Okay, you want me to make the letters bigger? Okay. Apparently she can't see it. Okay, so we read this as A intersect B. So let's look at an example of this. And now, so when we look at an intersection, we're looking for elements that are common in both of the sets, right? So it's different from union because for the union, we're looking at all of them, right? Combined. But for the intersection, we're just looking at which one are common in both sets. So let's look at some examples. So example. So we can say in each case, find the intersection of the two sets. So number one, so A is going to be equal to, let's say we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 8. So set A contains the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4. No, let's not put 6 in there. I mean, let's not put 5. So just 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and let's say 8. So those are the numbers that are inside set A. Now for set B, let's have another set of numbers. So set B, we're gonna have, let's say for set B, we have so for set B, we're gonna have, we're still gonna have 1. We're gonna have 3, 5, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So now for this one, we need to figure out what is the union, not union, what is the intersection of both sets. That's what we're gonna be looking at, the intersection of both sets, A intersect B. So now let me put this in red. Before I do it myself, anyone have any answers? What is A intersect B?
Is it 3?
Just
is it 5 and 3?
5 and 3?
3.
Just 3.
Is 1.
That's it.
1 and 3.
1 and 3?
1, 3, and 8.
1,
3 and 8. Common.
1, 3, and 8. What is it just?
1, 3, and 8. Yes, 1, 3, and 8.
1, 3, and 8?
Yes.
1, 3, and 8.
1, 3, and 8. So it has to be. It has to be common in both sets, right? It has to be alike in both sets. So this is gonna be 1, right? 1, 3,
and 8.
And 8.
3, and what else? 8,
Eight.
and then 8. All right. 1, 3, and 8, and then 1, 3, and 8. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yes,
Right.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Okay. So
Yes,
they are
sir.
common.
So
Only the ones that are
basic-
common.
So basically, it's just the same number in both sets.
Very good. The same number in both sets. The same number in both sets, right? Does that make sense? Do you all understand that?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Good. So let's write that down.
Yes, sir.
There's gonna be 1, 1, comma, 3, comma, and 8. So 1, 3, and 8. So let me write that better than that. But I want to keep my common stuff, so I'm going to erase this part. Remember, we still keep the curly brackets, so still keep them. It's going to be 1, comma, 3, comma, and 8. All right. Okay, so only the ones that are common in both sets. All right. All right, let me know if y'all understand that, please. Let me know if y'all understand that.
I understand.
I understand.
Okay.
I understand.
All
I
right.
understand.
I understand.
Where's Donika Martin? Can you hear me, Donika?
I understand.
Donika Martin.
Yes, sir, I can hear you, but my internet wasn't working just now, so I got disconnected.
Yeah, I didn't see your notes from yesterday.
I sent them to you.
Okay, be careful of your tone. Don't raise your voice, okay?
Okay. Then yes, sir.
All right. So I'm asking, send me a message on WhatsApp so I could know which number which your number is so I can see it, okay? But I didn't see it yesterday. All right, so let's do another
Yes,
example.
sir.
No problem. Let's do another example. Okay. Another example. So let's say we have, so again, we're still looking at the intersection. This one I'm gonna let y'all do on your own. Do not write this down, write this part down. Let's say we have 3, 6, 10, and 14. That is all of the elements in A. By the way, I know I'm keeping using A and B, but does it only have to be like A and B, or can we name the set a different letter?
Yes, sir.
It can be named.
It can be other letters.
You sure? Or we just have to stick to A and B?
No, it can be different letters.
It could be other letters.
It could
All
be
right.
other letters.
It could be other letters.
Like C.
Like it could be C, it could be D, very good. But even though it could be other letters, what is the criteria for naming a set? It has to be what type of letters?
Capital letters.
Capital letters.
Capital letters. It has to be a capital letter. Very good. Y'all are very smart. So 10, 12, 13, and 14. Okay, good. So that's A, that's set A, and that's set B. Write this inside the chat. Write the intersection inside the chat. Put your hands inside the chat for me, please. The intersection of A and B. Where's Nateo Green? Where's Nateo Green? I don't see it. I can't have him.
Good day. Hey, Rachel.
Yes. Where's your notes from yesterday?
I just text you now.
You messaged
I
them?
just text you. Yeah, they was there from yesterday. I don't know why you won't see them.
Excuse me, Nateo. Be careful how you're speaking to me, okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let me check. Why don't you, what's your number? Give me a number.
454 90 59
454
9059.
Okay. I see them. Okay, good. So I'm gonna save your number.
Okay.
Remember it's yes or no, sir, Nateo.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so
I can't
go ahead.
do my phone.
Say it again. Go ahead,
I
Miss
could just use the letter. I could use the lowercase n as a symbol.
Yeah, you could use the lowercase n as a symbol if you can't find that, right?
Okay.
Okay, so A intersect B are going to be what? The elements that are in A and B
10
combined.
And
What
14.
y'all are for that one?
10
and 14.
My
10
body.
and 14.
10 and 14, you sure?
10 and 14.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so 10 is in both sets, right? Yeah, 10 is in
Yes,
both
sir.
sets. What else is in both sets?
14.
14. Yeah, I only see 10 and 14.
14.
Do y'all see any
14.
other ones? I only see 10 and 14.
No, sir.
No, sir.
No.
No,
All
sir.
right. How many persons had that inside there?
Me.
I did.
Okay. Very good.
Me.
Let's see. Good. Justin. Good. Dior and Cordia. Corday. Did y'all have this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. And the Mayor Ford, can you hear me at all?
His mic don't work.
Oh, his mic don't work. Okay. Now you have to fix that because when y'all say your mic don't work, I'm not saying that you're lying, but sometimes people is lie with their mic. So you have to fix that so I could be able to hear from you. All right. So let's put the answers out there. So it's gonna be what? 10 and what? 14, right?
14.
10 and 14. Make sure you put the curly brackets. All right. So it's gonna be equal to curly brackets. What? 10, comma what? 14. 10, comma 14. Okay, good. All right. So one more example before we get into our next portion. So there's gonna be intersection. So
Good afternoon, Mr. Betty. What all I missed?
this is who speaking? Oh, Leah Davis.
Aaliyah.
Okay. I'm going to send you. I'm gonna do the first slide. It's our second slide, so you only missed the first slide.
Okay.
So A is going to be equal to. Let's say that we have. I'm sorry. A is equal to. Now, like I said, the set does not only have to be numbers, and so I'm going to give you an example here where it's not just numbers. It's let's say we have fruits. So let's say set A has apples, oranges, grapes, and bananas. All right, that's what the set A has. And then let's say the set B has the set is pineapples, mangoes, strawberries, and oranges. So this is a good example because some persons are asking, can we group them? Do they have to be in order? Like for this one, you can't, there's no way you could put it in order, right? Because ain't like these are numbers or letters. So once they are inside the set, then it's correct. So what is the intersection of A and B? I want you to put your answer inside the chat for me. What is going to be the intersection of A and B? What is going to be the answer for that one? I want the intersection of A and B. Oh boy, let me put this here. The intersection of A and B. Let me put this here. Put your answer inside the chat for me, please. What is going to be the intersection of A and B? Remember, the intersection is going to be where the two elements combine. Where the two elements combine. All right, put your answer inside the chat for me, please.
Hello.
Yeah.
Mr. Batista, I can't hear you.
Petite.
I can't hear you.
Steve, we can't hold the space bar.
Okay, can y'all hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay, good.
Yes,
All
sir.
right, so let me ask a question. What type of set is the answer?
Oranges.
Oranges.
No, y'all didn't answer the question.
Singular. Singular. I forget the name.
Singleton. It's a singleton set.
Singleton set.
Why is it a singleton set?
Because it only has one element in it.
I only have one element. One element. Very good. So, so there we have it. So this is gonna be inside of this. There's only one thing that's common in both, right? What is that?
Oranges.
Oranges. So oranges is a common in both. How many persons got that? How many persons got that?
Me.
I did.
I did.
Very good. Very good. Very good. So it's gonna be oranges. And then there we go. So oranges. So that means that the answer here is oranges. Okay. So what I need you to do is take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp. I need everyone to do that, please. Everyone should be writing their notes and everyone should be taking a picture of their notes and send it to me via WhatsApp. I do look at your notes. Some people are very good on writing. For those of you who write very neat, God bless you. That's very nice, man. And then some of you handwriting needs to really improve. And so if you are one of those persons who handwriting needs to improve, please improve your handwriting so I can understand what you're writing. All right. The handwriting is not only for me, but it's also for you because when you go back, you need to be able to understand it. All right. So make sure write properly so that I can understand what you're writing, and take pride in your work. How many people have pride in their work? Take pride in your work. Okay. Make sure do it.
Just focus on it.
All right. Make sure do.
I'm gonna go get my father's phone now.
Good. Take a picture of your work. Yeah, it's flashing because I'm taking screenshots.
I missed Mr. Petite already. Take a picture.
Okay, good. Take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp, please. Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Yeah, that's what I need to do. Everyone needs to do that, please. Let me allow these people to talk who just came in. Shireen Gator, where's Shireen Gator? Are you there, Shireen?
Yes, sir.
Okay, do you understand what we're doing?
Yes, sir.
Good. Is there Lamont Pentard? Are you here? Is Lamont Pentard there? I don't see Lamont. How about Chrysia Clark? Chrysia Clark, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand what we're doing?
Yes, sir.
That's good. Justin Shepard, do you understand what we're doing?
Yes, sir.
That's good. Have you sent in your notes yet?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Rashawn, no. You understand what we're doing?
Yes, sir.
You sent in your notes yet?
I have to wait till my my
Mother-
brother my dad come with the phone.
Oh yeah, okay, I must remember. Kyla Welchcom. Do you understand what we're doing? Kyla Welchcom. That's Kyla. Kyla, okay. No, I don't see Kyla. Kyla, you need to answer me. Lamar McKenzie, where's Lamar?
Yes, sir.
You understand what we're doing?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is we're going to do an exercise. But the thing about this exercise is that you don't have to write it in your book. You do not have to write it in your book. You just have to answer it in the chat. So what did I say? Do you have to write this inside of your book?
No, sir.
No. Just
No, sir.
just answer it inside the chat. So that means that you're gonna put number 1A or number 1B. And then for number 2, you're gonna say number 2B or number 2C. And for number 3, you're gonna put number 3A or number 3B or number 3D, whatever you think the answer is. And then for number 4, you're gonna put number 4B or number 4A or whatever you think it is, all right? What I did not do for number 4. Is this the right question? Wait, one moment. I think I have the number 4 is.
Excuse me, what you say you want us to do again?
Okay. For I want you to answer the questions inside the chat. All right. These are multiple choice questions, except for when you get to number 4 and 5. You have to actually list out the set. All right. So let me repeat myself. Number 1, 2, 3 are multiple questions. You answer them inside the chat. But number 3 and number 4 and 5, you actually have to list out the sets. So you have to list out the union and you have to list out the intersection. Do you all understand that? You understand that?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, make sure answer the questions inside the chat. Answer the questions inside the chat, please.
Do we have to write the multiple choice questions in that?
No, don't write in your book. Don't write in your book. Just answer it inside the chat. All right. So answer inside the chat. So if you think the answer for number 1 is A, put number 1 A. Number 2, if you think the answer is C, put number 2 C. And then 1, 2, 3 are like multiple choice. 4 and 5, you have to actually list it out. Okay. So number 1 says, what word is similar to union? Is it intersection? Is it combine? Is it disjoint? Or is it DMT? Number 2 says, which symbol is used for the union of 2 sets? Is it A in that E sign, that upside down U? I mean that U or the upside down U, and then that E symbol with a slash. Number 3, which symbol is used for the intersection of 2 sets? Number 4, find the union of 2 sets. And number 5, find the intersection of 2 sets. All right. So you're gonna answer these questions inside of the chat. Okay?
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Yes,
Which was it, 4 and 5 again?
Number 4 and 5, you actually have to list out the union. So list out the union of the 2 sets for number 4 and 5.
So I have to put this in my book?
No. Just type it out in the chat. Answer this inside the chat for me, please.
Okay. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. So answer this inside the chat for me. That's very important. How many persons are finished? Anyone finished yet?
I am.
I'm finished. No, do not write this down in your book. You're just answering this in the chat. Do not write this down in your book. All right.
I'm finished.
You finished?
I'm done.
You finished? Good. Anyone else finish?
I finished.
I finished. Okay, you finished already. Okay. Make sure.
I'm done.
Okay, you're done. Good. I'm not gonna give you all any hints. I was just about to give you a hint.
I'm
But I ain't
done.
giving a... You're done. Okay,
Mr.
good.
Petit,
Can
you send me the last slide? I was on the final example, then you switched to.
Okay. Focus on the grade exercise. We could always get the notes.
I'm done.
Jaden. Kaylia is finished. Anyone else finish?
I'm done.
You're done? Okay. If you're finished,
I'm done.
if you're finished, put I inside the chat so I could know those who are finished. I am seeing the, if you're finished, put I inside the chat. Jaden, Shakira, Delvon, Logan, Anthony, Anishka, Rochelle, no. If you're finished, please put I inside the chat. The rest of you, make sure answer the questions inside the chat. All right.
I did.
Good. Edward Parker. Where's Edward Parker? Edward Parker, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
You understand what to do? Or no?
I'm finished.
All right, no problem. Where's Edward Parker? Edward Parker, are you there?
Done.
Sir.
You understand what we're doing?
You mean in the chat, right?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
What number you on?
Oh, 4.
Number 4? Okay. You understand this topic so far?
Yes, sir.
You send me your work?
I'm gonna send it all at the same time.
Okay. Where is Erica Higgs? Erica, are you there? Where's Erica? Sorry for. Okay, can't hear from Erica. Nateo Green, are you there? Where's Nateo?
Excuse me, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm here.
1 moment, Nateo. What number
Yes,
you
sir.
on in the exercise?
Number 4.
Number 4. You understand what to do?
No, sir, I came to class late.
Okay. So that means you have to pay attention when we go over it. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Erica, you was answering me?
I on number 4.
You're number 4. Okay. Okay. And
I finish.
okay. Again, if you're finished, please put I. How many persons else? How many other persons are finished? How many other persons are finished? Okay, good.
Me.
Okay. Levantinique. Where's Levantinique? Where's Levantinique? Levantinique, can you hear me? Levantinique, can you hear me? Levantinique, Lavari. Oh, okay. How come you can't speak into your mic? Levantinique, can you speak into your mic? Because I'm not hearing you. I mean, I could see your comment, but I need to hear from you. Levantinique. Where's Levantinique? The laptop is low. Okay. The laptop is low. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and answer these. Anyone want to volunteer for number 1?
Can I
volunteer?
Okay, so Kaylia, read number 1, please, and answer it.
B.
No, read
Combine.
number 1. Read number 1 and then answer it.
Oh, what word is similar to union?
And what you have?
B combined.
B combined. Very good. Anyone else have B combined? Let me know if you
Yeah.
have that.
Yes, sir.
All right, if you got that right, that's correct. B is combined. That word is similar to union. What other word is similar to union? What else other words we could use besides combine? Unite. What else?
Bringing sets together.
Bring it. It's an M word.
Merge.
Merging.
Merge. All right, number 2. Any volunteers for number 2?
I can volunteer.
Jermaine, Moxie, go ahead.
What symbol is used for the union of two sets?
What symbol is used for the union?
U.
What symbol is used? U. Very good. So what letter is that? That's B as well. So B is correct. How many persons put B? I mean, if you put B.
I did.
Very good. Very good. Now the third question. The third question. I need a volunteer for the third question.
Me.
Can I try the next question?
You have to say your name because I'm hearing me, but I don't know who's me. Who's me? Jalen?
Yes, sir.
Okay, go ahead. Read number 3.
Which symbol is used for the intersection of two sets?
Sure for that one.
C.
C. Upside down. U. My persons got that one right.
Yes.
Very good. Very good. Very good. And Nevaeh Stewart. Where's Nevaeh Stewart?
Right now.
Can you read number 4?
In each case, find the union of two sets.
Very good. So we're gonna find the union of these two sets. What do we have inside of this Nevaeh?
AUB.
Nevaeh. What do we have inside this set?
We have 13,
13.
32,
Wait, one moment. 13. What else?
32,
32.
44,
What else? 44. What else?
67.
So 13, 44. Do we write 44 again?
No.
No.
No, we don't.
No. So what do we write after that?
67 and 90.
67. And what else?
90.
90. Good. How many persons got that right?
I did.
Amari.
Mari. Good.
Anushka.
Very good. Very good. Nateo, where's Nateo? Do you understand how we got the union? Or you need me to explain that again, Nateo? Nateo. I'm not hearing from Nateo. Divana Knowles, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Read number 5 for me, please.
In each case, find the intersection of the two sets.
So what do you have for this one?
I have 3 and 6.
Do we have that? Is it 3 and 6 or do we have more?
Yes, sir. 3 and 6.
It's 3 and 6.
3 and 6. Why? Why 3 and 6?
Because they are the only two common numbers.
Yeah, those are the only two that are common.
Two common numbers to both sets.
Very good. Those are the only one that are common. So do not lie. Do not lie now. How many persons
I got
5
100.
out of
I
5?
line.
How many persons got 5 out of 5?
Mary.
5 out of 5.
Just check.
5
Check whoever tried it.
out of 5. All
Yeah,
right.
you got 5 out of 5.
5 out of 5. How many persons? Okay, how many persons got 4 out of 5? Got 1 wrong.
I did. I got a 4 out of
I got a 4 out of 5. 4 out of 5.
I missed the 6 on the last one.
On the last one.
I missed the 6 on the last one.
You missed the 6 on the last one. Okay.
A 3 out of 5.
Got a 3 out of. Okay, so a 4 out of 5 is a 80. 4 out of 5 is a 80. 3 out of 5 is a 60. All right. So be careful. Go ahead. Go ahead. Monique, you was trying to ask a question. All right. I think Monique was trying to ask a question.
5 out of 5.
5 out of
Sorry,
5.
my mute was on. My question is in regard to question number 4.
Yeah.
In case to find the union of the two sets.
Uh-huh.
I see you have 13, 32, 44, 67, and 90.
Uh-huh.
There's no I don't see like 67 and 90 for answer A. So can you explain how you get that?
Oh, okay, okay. So let me explain. So the 13 comes from A, right? The 32 comes from A. The 44 comes from A, right? Now let's go to B. The 44 is already there, so we don't have to put it again. And then we include the 67 since it's inside B.
Okay.
And the 90 since inside B. Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so now as we know, the next thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna do some quizzes. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the quiz inside the chat. Once you have started the quiz, please put started inside the chat. Once you've started the quiz, please put started inside the chat.
I did.
What is the passing grade for the quizzes?
80% and over.
80% and above.
Mr. Petit, could you kindly send that to my WhatsApp?
80% and above.
80% and above.
80% and above. So make sure, start the quiz. I need everyone to do the quiz, please. Everyone to do the quiz. Now,
Okay,
someone
Mr.
is
Petit,
asking
could you
me.
kindly, yes, could you kindly send it to my WhatsApp, please?
I'm hearing the voice. Anishka?
Anishka, yes.
Anishka, okay. Let me send it
Thank
to
you.
you.
Logan.
Can you send it again in the chat, please?
Send it again in the chat. Okay. Let me send it again in the chat. So it's inside the chat like 1,000 times. So it should be there.
I can't see the chat.
I
can't
see it.
I can't see it either.
I can't see it.
Can't see the
see it
chat.
either.
I can't see it.
See it.
Can you
Okay,
see it
now
now?
I see it just
Now
pop.
Can you see it now?
see it.
Can you see it now?
I see it now.
Spam. Now it's spamming, right? All right, good.
Mr. Petit.
All right, good. So who asked me to send it to them now? Erica
And Logan.
and Logan. Okay.
Mr. Betty, I don't
Yes,
have
ma'am?
the notes to do them. The quizzes, you know,
Who is saying that?
Aliyah.
Aaliyah Davis. Okay, no problem. Let me send you the notes. Aaliyah. So this is the first slide. Oh boy.
Yes.
Let me send that to you. Oh wait. Let me send a screenshot of it to you. This is the first slide. Aaliyah Davis, right?
Yeah, so
And then this is the second one. You was here for the exercise, right? The grade exercise. Oh, I need to send that to. I mean you, Aaliyah. Okay.
Yeah, so you can send it.
Okay.
I get them.
Got them? Okay, good.
Hi,
So
Mr. Petit. This is Louise Jane. Can you please send to my WhatsApp as well?
Okay, no problem.
Thank you.
No problem, no problem. Anyone finish the first quiz? Anyone finish the first quiz?
Yeah, just finished it.
Okay, remember when you finish the quiz, take a screenshot of your grade and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, once you finish with the quiz, take a screenshot of your grade and send it to me via WhatsApp. All right, for those of you who finished with the quiz. I need everyone to be doing the quiz, please. Everyone needs to be doing the quiz. And let me see how y'all doing with this quiz now. This is going to be what? Union? Let's see how we doing. Let's see. Everyone needs to be doing the quiz. Union of sets, part 1. Let's see the responses so far. Union of sets. Remember that you need to get it's out of 10. That means it's an easy quiz. What should we get at least? You should get at least a what?
8 out of 10.
An 8 out of 10. Very good. We should get at least 8 out of 10. And so once you finish with your grade, you need to send it to me via WhatsApp. Jasmine Smith, you need to redo your quiz.
8 out of 10.
Delvane Bar, where's Delvane Bar? Delvane Bar. Are you there? Delvane Bar. Where's Delvane Bar? Where are you? By the way, is there Camelo Fernando?
Yes, sir.
Camelo, where's your notes?
Pardon?
Where's your notes? Where's your notes?
I send them through WhatsApp.
What's your number? Why don't you type your name with your notes? Type your name with your notes so I can note you. You understand me?
Okay.
The word is yes or no, sir. Carmelo. So make sure once you finish with the yes, go ahead.
Can you send the link for the work back again, please?
Okay, no problem. Let me do that.
Thank you.
Mr. Petit.
Go ahead.
Just Stanley, I reaching late the class. If you could send me the notes, please.
Oh, no problem. You want me to send you the notes? Stanley. What's your mother's name?
Good night, Mr. Petit.
Brittany.
Brittany?
So.
Okay. Why don't you message me? Whose phone are you using? Her phone or yours? Because I want to know who to send it to.
You could send it to my sister's phone, please.
Okay. What's the name? I mean, why don't you WhatsApp me on that phone so I could send it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good.
Mr. Petit.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yes, this Thomasino.
Go ahead.
I need the notes because I got kicked out the session for a while.
You need the
Last
notes?
one I got was with the oranges. I need the notes after that.
Okay, no problem. So
Mr. Petit. What's your number?
426 426 8891. 426 8891.
Miss Petit, what are the answers wrong on the second quiz?
One of the
I was
answers
about
wrong.
to say the same thing, number 4.
Yeah, Mr. Petit, when I put in BC, it told me I get it wrong.
Okay.
Mr. Petit,
Okay.
it wrong.
Well, okay, this will do. Put the answer you think is right, and when I correct it, your grade would change. Okay. So put the answer you think is right, and when I correct it, your grade will change. Like how I correct the last one for number 4 yesterday. So if you have the right answer, your grade would change. Okay, so someone was asking me to send them the notes. I need that person to tell me again who it was. I think that was Stanley and someone else. I think Tomancino.
That's me, Mr. Petit. I'll send you a message saying notes on WhatsApp.
You said Smith, right?
Yes.
Okay, I know your number.
Thank you.
Okay, so By the way, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. I'm not your notes, the grade that
Okay,
you
no
get on
problem.
the, not you, the grade that you get on the quizzes for those persons who have finished the quizzes. Anyone finish all 4? Okay, anyone who's finished with all 4? So I know y'all 5.
I'm on the third one.
On the third one? Okay. Anyone else on the third one? Anyone else on the third one?
I'm on the third one.
On the third one.
I'm
Okay.
on the third one.
Remember, in order for you to move on, you have to get at least an 80%. So you can't be moving on to these different quizzes and you're not.
Okay, just finished.
Okay.
Or
All right, good. All right.
I finished.
Okay, good.
I'm finished.
You finished with all of them?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Stanley. Okay, so Stanley, let me send you the rest of them.
Mr. Petit,
Mhm.
I went to go check my scores to see like which ones I got right and which one I got wrong. And I think it was number 4 on the second one. It says,
Yeah, they said that was wrong, so that's just a mistake. All right, so be careful of that.
yes,
All
sir.
right, so let me check the grades for those persons who are finished. Let's see. For the first exercise, very good. Isaiah, Shakira, Anushka, Shalno, Bianca. A lot of 10 out of 10s. Barry, Jane, you need to do your first quiz over. Carmelo, you need to do your first quiz over. And then who else? Monique, Lamy, very good, 8 out of 10. And Nevaeh Stewart for your first day, very good. All right. I need everyone to be doing that quiz, please. Everyone needs to be doing that quiz. All right. Let me check the second one. The second one. Union 2. All right. How many persons pass all of that one? Let me know if you pass all of it. Intersection of quiz. I don't know. Intersection. Let's see. Union intersection. So I'm looking at the second quiz. Let's see how many persons. Only 6 responses. This is the second one. Okay, let's see. Ethan
you
Dean.
send another quiz?
Say it again.
You send another quiz?
No, I'm looking at the responses. I see Rochelle, no, Karenik, Jamin, Miller, Kayla, and Rashan, Disha, and Sharika. Those are the only persons who finished the third or the fourth one. That's the one. That's the fourth one, yeah. And I see Kenneth who just did that. Okay, let's look at intersection.
I just finished the fourth one.
You just finished the fourth one as well? Okay, let's look at the intersectional one. Make sure you're doing all of the quizzes, all right? Let's check this response. Okay, this one is good.
Just send the last one, Mr. Petit.
You just finished the last one. Okay.
Okay, I am done with.
Me too, I just finished all.
8 out of 10.
Starting
On
the
the
last
second one.
Okay. All right, good. Okay, good. All right. Okay, for those persons who are finished with the quiz, I don't want to have you all as idle. So I want you to answer these questions in the chat. In the chat only, just answer these questions in the chat. For those persons who are finished with all of the quizzes, only if you're finished with all of the quizzes, answer these questions in the chat for me, please. Let me put it on the screen. This is only for those persons who finish all of the quizzes. You could answer these questions inside the chat. Kanan, you have a question? Kanan, you have a question? It's Kanan. Kanan, do you have a question for me? Okay, Cole is calling me. I'm not, for some reason, my WhatsApp is not working. All right. So How many persons finished at least one of the quizzes? Let me know, please.
I finished all.
Finish all?
I'm on the last one.
You're on the last one?
I'm on the last one.
Okay, good. Good.
I finished in the last one.
Are
Okay.
we supposed to answer these two
I
questions
finished
in
in
the
the
chat?
last one.
Yes, answer these questions in the chat if you finish with the quiz, okay? All right.
I finished all.
Okay, good.
I don't see no questions in the chat.
No, I'm sorry. You have to answer them in the chat. The questions are on the screen.
Don't see the questions on the screen.
Okay. How about now?
I see it.
Okay, good. All right.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Say it again.
How do I get to the other quiz? The
You have
second one.
the second one. What you have to do is you have to go back to the quiz links
Okay.
and then go and click on the second one.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So it doesn't automatically, move. All right. Okay, so
That's quiz number 1.
okay.
I typed all my answers inside the chat.
That's good. Okay, so let's move on. We have to move on, by the way. We have to go. So if you didn't finish your quizzes, what you have to do is you have to do them. When I send them back again, do them for practice over the weekend. When I send them back again, but you have to at least do one quiz before you finish, okay? So let's turn our attention.
I finished number 1, and then 2, I was just doing the intersection.
Okay. Okay, so for this extended exercise, this one says you have M union N. So what is M union N for this one? A, B, or C? Or D?
D.
D.
D. Definitely is D. D. Because it has the apple, orange, banana, grape, melon, lime, and peach. How about the intersection for this one? For number 2?
That would be B.
So number 2, B.
Yeah, 3, 4, and 5. And then for the last one, number 3, what is the union of P and Q?
That would be A.
A, definitely A. Definitely. Okay. Okay, let's move on to the last thing that we're gonna do. And that's going to be visualizing, these things. I don't know why this wouldn't allow me to pause. Okay, so for those persons who are still working on the quizzes, we are done with that. We're gonna move on to the last set of notes. So if you're working on the quizzes, you need to stop, save the quiz until after class. Save the quiz until after class. All right, so back onto our notes. And I want us to look at this. Make sure that you are writing all the notes down and make sure you're doing all the quizzes because when I check your work, I need to make sure that you have all of them. So we know what is union, we know what is intersection. So let's visualize it, right? So this next part, I need everyone to turn their attention to the screen, please. Everyone turn your attention to the screen. Let's continue with our last set of notes before we call it a night. So we want to do visual representation of sets. Visual representation of sets. So we want to represent sets visually. Now, how do we represent sets visually? How do we represent sets visually? What do we use?
Venn diagrams?
With Venn diagrams. That's it? Is that the only way to represent sets?
Do graphs work with it?
The graphs, okay. But how do we typically do
Spider
it?
web?
Spider webs, okay. So we typically, we can express, right? Write this down for me, please. Write this down.
Columns?
I'll say columns. We can express sets visually, right? By using what? By using Venn diagrams. So a set can be represented by a circle So what shape we use for a set? We could use for a set? A circle, right? How many persons have ever seen sets represented by two circles? Ever seen it before?
Yeah.
I have.
You have?
I
That's the
have.
only
I
way
have.
I was
You have?
taught to do it.
That's the only way you've taught to do it? Okay. Okay. I'm not hearing from Nateo. Where's Nateo? Nateo Green, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Did you finish any of the quizzes?
I'm sure we're working on
Which quiz you on now?
the second one.
The second one? Okay. So we can express sets visually by using Venn diagrams. A set can be represented by a circle and overlapping areas can be expressed in set notation. So using the Venn diagram, write this down for me, please. Using the Venn diagram, we can find the union and intersection of sets. So not only can we find the union and intersection when we just list the sets, right? But we could find the union and intersection by using a Venn diagram. And so that's what we're going to be doing right now. We're going to use a Venn diagram to represent these sets, all right? So the first thing I need you to do, inside of your book, I need you to draw a rectangle. What are you going to draw inside of your book? You're going to draw this rectangle. So that means that you're going to do it freehand, or you're going to actually get a ruler and do it. What are you going to do? Yeah, definitely get a ruler. Definitely get a ruler. Use a ruler, please. You should most of you are starting school. If you're not starting school, then you should have a ruler at hand because you're doing classes. So you need a geometry set, or you need just like a regular ruler. Or if you don't have those things, use a straight edge. A straight edge would work. So you're going to draw this rectangle, and the rectangle represents what we call the universal set. That's what the rectangle represents. So everything inside of this box is inside of the universal set. Okay. Now there's a symbol that we use for the universal set, a specific symbol.
It's a uppercase U.
Say it again.
Uppercase U.
Uppercase U, they use uppercase U, but most commonly in your exam, they use this particular symbol. Let me show it to you. They use this symbol for the universal set. Let me show you the symbol. So the symbol is, let's see. So this is the symbol that we typically use for the universal set right there. It's like a curly E, all right? That's the symbol that we use. All right, so this represents universal set, and the box rectangle represents everything inside of the box is what's going to be inside of the universal set. And this symbol is the specific symbol for it. So between the rectangle and the symbol, those represents the universal set. Now, all of the sets are going to be inside the universal set. So the universal set contains all of the sets. So all of your sets are subsets of the universal set, right? They're inside the universal set. It's kind of like your bag. So the universal set would be your bag. And let's say you have a pencil case, and let's say you have a geometry set inside your bag. So the universal set is your bag, but inside your bag, you have a pencil case, and inside your bag, you have a geometry set. So those are different sets inside of the big set. Does that make sense? So that's what we mean by universal set. Now, next, we're going to draw two circles. Now, these two circles, you need to use like a compass. So if you have like a compass, you can put in your two circles. And the two circles must overlap, all right? So that's your two circles right now. All right, does that make sense? So we're going to use a circular object, or you're going to use like a compass to draw your circles like this. So what we're doing, we're representing sets visually using circles, overlapping circles. All right. How many persons have ever seen sets represented like this with these two circles and the overlapping area?
Never mind.
Me.
You? Yes. How many persons have seen it before? I've seen it before.
No, sir.
Yes,
I
sir.
have. Me, I have.
You have, okay. Good. How many persons have never seen it before?
I haven't.
I haven't.
I tried the aptitude test.
That's a good one. Okay, so let's name our sets, right? So we're gonna name our sets, right? So we're gonna name our sets. So we're gonna call one set A. We're gonna call the other one B. So we're gonna name our sets. One we're gonna call A, and the other one we're gonna call B. Now we keep on using A and B, but those are not the only letters that we could use for a set, right? We could use other letters, right? So we're gonna call this A and B. How many persons drawing look just like mine's? Let me hear this.
I wouldn't say just like
No,
yours,
it's
but
not.
my circle.
Mine does.
Perfect.
My
It's
circles
kind of
look like
similar to
squares.
yours.
Say
It's
just
smaller.
like triangle look like a phone.
Does it have to be a circle? Can I just do like two boxes connected with one another?
No.
I have a
No.
question, Mr. Petit.
Go ahead, Chanel.
Would it be easier to like draw it in pencil or pen?
Definitely pencil. Definitely pencil. Definitely
Okay.
pencil.
Mine's look like a phone.
Definitely pencil. The only thing you can get away with drawing in pen is probably the rectangle, but the circles, please draw it in pencil. You don't want to have it messing up.
Okay. Excuse me, Mr. Petit. I'm
Go
at
ahead.
work and my geometry set is at home, so I am only pen savvy right now.
No problem. All right, so we have A and B, and then we have these two sets, right? So let's put elements inside the set, right? So what sort of elements you want me to put inside these sets? Numbers or letters or objects? What do you want me to put?
Letters.
we get numbers?
Letters?
Could it be letters?
Numbers.
You don't want me to put apples, oranges? How
No,
about-
I want numbers.
You don't
My
want, like-
circle is big enough to fit fruits.
Yeah, from
Could we try just letters?
Just letters? Just letters. Okay. Okay, let's do an easy example. We don't want to torture no one. Let's do numbers. So we have 1, then 2. So far we can say that 1 is an element of which set? A, right?
A.
1 is an element of A. And then 2 is the element of what?
A.
A
as well.
A, very good. Okay, so what else can we have in there? Let's say we have 3. So 3 is going to be an element of what?
A.
A as well.
A.
A as well. Now, you know where I get tricky, y'all? Watch this. Watch this. I can trick y'all. I trick the whole class. Only if you're smart, you can get this. 4 is an element of
A. B.
Both.
Yeah. 4 is an element of A
both of
and
them.
B.
A.
A and B.
A and the intersection.
Wait, is it the union or intersection?
Intersection.
Intersection. So 4 is inside A and B. All right.
Yeah.
So 4 is in the intersection, not the union, the intersection. So it's going to be like the and sign, right? Okay, next. Y'all are some smart people in this class. Thought I could have tricked y'all. Okay, so
I know, right?
so 5. 5 is an element of what? Which two sets?
A and B.
A and B, very good.
A and B.
A and B. Where's Rashad and A? Where's Rashad and A? Rashad and A.
Yes, sir.
How far are you?
I on the 7th.
Okay. So you ain't finished yet, right?
Number 9.
Okay.
For that one.
Okay.
Mr. Petit?
Say it again.
Hello?
Yes.
Excuse me. I'll finish my quiz after the class, okay?
Yeah, that's no problem. I said, do not do the quiz. Do not finish the rest of them because we on
Okay.
something else. All right, now we are, oh boy, we have to hurry. We only have like 10 more minutes. Okay, and then 6 is in what? Both A and B, right?
Yes.
Okay, now let's go on to the other one. So let's say we have 7. 7 is going to be only an element of what?
B.
Set B.
B.
Set B. And then what else we could put inside there? We can put obviously 8. 8 is an element of B.
B.
B. And then we have
B.
and we have 9 as an element of
B.
B. B. B. Very good. So now what we're gonna do here is we're going to let me ask the question. I want us to list. Let's start off by listing the union. Well, let's start off by listing the sets first. So from this, let's list off the sets. So I want us to list the set of elements that are just inside A, just A. Okay.
Write it in our
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, definitely write this in your book. You're writing this in your book, definitely. So what are elements inside A? 1,
1, 2, and 3.
3,
4, 5, and 6.
4,
5 and 6.
4,
Yeah.
5, and 6. Right? Those are the elements that are inside A, right? Those are the elements inside A. So A contains 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Do we understand that?
Yes, sir.
Good. And then,
Yes, sir.
good. Now let's do B. B is going to contain what?
4, 5, 6.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
7, 8, and 9. Very good. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. That's B. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Now, for the grand finale, what is A? Let's say A. Let's do the union first. A union B. What is that gonna contain?
Everything.
Everything, right?
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3,
4,
4, 5,
6,
6, 7, 8, 9.
Very good. Very good.
Every last.
Every element. Do we repeat the elements? Do we repeat them?
No.
No repeats, right?
No,
No
sir.
repeats. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 7, 8.
Would that count as the universal set?
No, that's not the universal. Well, actually, in this case, yes, it's actually a universal set. The union and the intersection and the union and the universal set in this particular example are the same, just for this example. But they're not always the same. Okay, so this is the union of A and B. Okay, so all of the elements in A and B and both of them combined, no repeats. Now let's do the intersection.
4, 5, 6.
The intersection is just gonna be what?
4, 5, 6.
The one in the middle,
5,
right?
6.
The one in the middle, right? So it's just gonna be what?
4, 5, 6.
4, 5, 6. So what does that mean? That means that when you see this again in my aptitude test, you're not gonna get it wrong, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
No, sir. Yes, sir.
No,
Good.
sir.
No, sir.
Good. So do we understand this? Let me know, please, if you understand how we got.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir. I
Sir.
understand.
Yes, sir.
Understand?
Doing
Okay.
that example.
Mr. Petit,
Yes, go ahead, Kanan.
I have a question.
Go ahead,
So
Kanan.
you're gonna do the universal set the next day?
Oh, if we're gonna do the universal set the next day. Actually, that's tomorrow. So we're gonna talk about the universal set tomorrow.
You need to write down notes.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. Okay, take this down and send it to me via WhatsApp.
No,
Again.
take a picture of notes.
Take a picture of your notes and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp. I want you to write inside the chat if you understand the lesson, put I. And if you do not understand the lesson, put it inside the chat. If you do not understand the lesson, please put I don't know or no, so I could know if you don't understand. Maybe I can explain something over. Jasmine, Abigail, Anushka, Prashanti, I think that's Nateo. Nateo said no, right? I know it's, and Barry, Jean. Okay, good. Okay, Nateo, good.
I'm going to go get my father's phone now.
Stanley, Eugene, okay, good. All right, again, please put I inside the chat if you understand. Some persons say that they do not understand, so I have to explain it for them. Okay. I. So what do y'all think about sets? Do you like sets or you don't like sets?
Yes,
I
it's
like
great.
that. I like that.
Great. Like sets.
Easy. I like sets a little. I like it.
Like
Sets
it.
a lot. I like
Like sets.
Trust me, y'all get used to
I
it.
like sets.
Universal set, like the symbol, the day someone exam, how to draw it.
How to draw it?
Yes, sir.
You have to try your best to draw it. So let me try to draw it. I couldn't. So typically, they have it like sort of like this. Oh boy, that's terrible, but something like that, right?
Okay, thank you.
Like a funny looking E, right?
Okay.
Okay, so that's the symbol for the universal set. So where's Nateo? That's Nateo. Okay, so when we say, let me show you. One moment, Monique. When we say the intersection, so when we use the symbol, Nateo, we are talking about those ones that are the same. So that's why you see that we have 4, 5, and 6. They're referring to the ones that are in the middle. So when you see the symbol, that's upside down N, that means the intersection. We only want the ones in the middle. And that's why we have 4, 5, and 6. Let me know if you understand that, Nateo, that part.
Yes, sir.
You got that?
Yes, sir. So what would the U
What the
stand
U,
for?
okay, good. That's a good question. What the U stands for. So the U, I want all of them. I don't just want the ones that are in the middle. So I want 1, I want 2, I want 3, I want 4, I want 5, I want 6, I want 7, I want 8, and I want 9. You see that? That's the union.
Yes, sir.
Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Good. You understand it now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Please send me your notes, Nateo, and also your quizzes. Make sure you do your quizzes. Stanley, where's Stanley?
Yeah.
I think Stanley said he didn't understand it either. Stanley, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So with Stanley, so let's start off with this one. This one is an upside down U, right? That means the intersection. So that means that the ones that are in the middle, all right? So every time you see the symbol, like this N, you have to include only the ones in the middle. So which one's in the middle, Stanley?
4, 5, and 6.
4, 5, and 6. So that's why we have 4, 5, and 6 for that one. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so only the ones in the middle. You understand that, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Now, how about for this union? This one is what we call the union. It's with the U sign. That is, for that one, we want all of them, right? So we want 1, we want 2, we want 3, we want 4, we want 5, we want 6, we want 7, we want 8, and we want 9. Do you understand that, Stanley? That's why we have the union for this one. You understand? That's why we have all those numbers inside there. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good.
Yes.
Take a picture of your notes for me, Stanley, and send it to me via WhatsApp. Someone else have a question?
Do.
Say it again.
I do.
Yes. Go ahead, Monique. Yes, go ahead.
The curly bracket
Uh-huh.
where you have the arrow pointing from the universal set.
Yeah.
That symbol is not the curly bracket.
No,
That's
no.
different?
That's a different symbol. This symbol is specifically for the universal set. The universal set means, you see this box, see this rectangle?
Yes.
That rectangle holds these 2 sets. So that's the universal set. It holds the 2 sets A and B. So that's why we call it the universal set. Okay.
So the symbol for that is like look like you said, a funny E.
Yes.
With a lip to the bottom.
Yes, definitely. Very good. Very good point. Okay, so I need you all to take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Right. One moment. Right now, we're going to do health science and we're going to do general science. If you are not doing health science or general science, by the way, we're doing health first, and then we're gonna do general. So if you're doing either one of them, you have to stay, because for those of you doing general science, you have to stay, and then we do general afterwards. For those of you who are doing health, you have to stay. But if you're not doing health science or general science, and you have already sent in your work and done all of your quizzes, then you could go. All right.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night, Mr. Petit.
Good night, Mr. Petty. See you
No,
tomorrow.
no, Cleveland.
Good night.
Cleveland, you're doing health
Cleveland,
science.
you can't go
You
nowhere.
can't go nowhere, Cleveland.
Good night.
Oh my. Good night, Mr. Petit.
Mr.
Good
Petit,
night. Yes, ma'am.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Uh-huh.
I don't know what I'm doing.
One moment. Sashanik,
Yes, sir.
that's your question. You say you don't know what you're doing?
No, sir.
How many of you are you taking?
I want to do 4 or 5.
Well, you need a science.
Okay.
You
Good
need a
night.
science. So I'd say I'd recommend you stay. If you're doing health
I
science
also
or
know what
general
I'm doing.
science, say it again.
I also don't know what I'm doing.
Oh, Ray, your mommy say you doing all, so you have to stay.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Yes, Chanel.
So basically, I think my BJC is like physics, chemistry, and biology. I think it's all in one for me.
Yeah, so you have to stay.
Okay.
And it's not okay, Chanel. You know better than
Oh,
that.
yes, sir.
Miss May,
Go ahead.
Mr. Batik, can you send me all of the classes in my chat that I'm taking place so I can know? I don't remember. I know it's supposed to be 5.
Okay, I will.
Yeah.
I will.
Thank you.
Excuse me,
Yeah,
Mr. Petit.
but more than
Guys,
likely you're
taking
doing a science. If you're doing 5, you're doing at least a science. So you have to choose
yeah.
either health or general. So I recommend that you stay, whatever one you find more easier, you do it.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, health science is easier than
I
the
have
other.
the-
Rochelle, no?
What's
Rochelle,
up?
no? What are you saying?
Can I have the general health science in the same book?
Yes, you got it in the same book. Uh-huh.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Yes.
Are we leaving or staying?
What who is this speaking? What's your
Alex
name?
Rivera.
Alex? Oh yeah, you staying. Your mommy wants you to stay. You're staying.
Teach us well, right?
Yeah. Anyone else?
This is Nevaeh. Do I have to leave or stay?
What's your name? Nevaeh Stewart?
Nevaeh.
Oh yeah, you
Yes.
staying. Yeah,
Yeah.
your mommy wants you to stay. You're staying.
Okay.
I'm
It's
staying
not
too,
okay.
right, Mr. Petit?
Yeah, Jaden, you stay. Jaden, you
Mr. Batik, my name is Shekinah Scavello. Am I staying for health and general?
definitely. Yep, definitely. Shekinah Scavala. Anyone else have a question?
Mr. Petit, when are we gonna start on the science?
We're gonna start on right now. Start right now. All right, so let's go. Someone have a question for me? Okay, go ahead.
I just rejoined the classroom when I was telling you about how I was in a meeting. Yes, the parent meeting.
Yes, this is Miss Devin. This is Devin Bain.
That's Ethan Bain.
Ethan Bain. Yeah, Ethan Bain. So you want me to send him the notes?
Yes, please, because I have I screenshotted the notes, so I just want to start from the beginning and write them down. And then send it to you.
Okay. But what I want you to do is focus on the science one now, because we're gonna do that now, and then I'm gonna send you the math notes. Okay? Yes. All right.
Mr. Petit, which have you have to draw mostly?
Which one you have to draw mostly? Health.
Yes, I can draw for my lifespan on it.
No, don't worry. Don't worry about
Science.
that. What you mean the science?
Yes, because I can't draw. I ain't gonna lie to you.
No, don't worry about the drawing part. They're not gonna make you draw like that. That's not a no, definitely not. It's more the notes. They ain't gonna ask you to draw it like that. No. They have diagrams, but they ain't gonna ask you to draw it. Okay?
Oh.
The most they ask you to do, go ahead.
So I could always send you those notes tomorrow then.
Yes, you can. You can. Okay, so let's begin because I don't want us to take too long on this. So let's so if you're here, you're doing health science first, and then you're doing general science afterwards. Okay. So let's continue. All right. So
Mr. Petit, what if I only take in health science? I still have to stay for
no,
general?
if you're only taking health science, after health science is over, you could go. All right, so let's set up. Today is
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
go ahead.
What if I'm only taking general science?
If you're only taking general science, then you have to stay. You have to stay for health, and then afterwards, then you do general science.
Did my mother say which ones I'm doing?
You're doing health and general, Jaden.
Yes, sir.
Am I?
Yes, yeah, you too, Cleveland. Yes, you too. All right, so head up for me, please. Most of you all who are doing BJC, you already know that you're doing one science at least. So that should answer the question. So we're gonna be doing health science today. So we always do health science on Tuesdays. So we do health science first and then we do general science. The topic for today is introduction to health science. So that's the first topic we're gonna be looking at, introduction to health science. When we say health science, what do we mean? Like, what do we study in health science? Does anyone have any idea?
The human body.
Like our body. Like our body.
The human body.
The human body, yeah, the human body. Right? So we basically are looking at the human. Say it again. Someone have a question? Okay. When we look at health science, we're looking at how the body looks, how the body works, how the body functions, right? So that's what we look at when we talk about health science. Go ahead.
I don't do health science, but I do general science. Do I still have to write this on the?
If you're not doing, you only doing general science,
Yes, sir.
then you have to stay for the general science, but you don't have to write health science notes.
Okay, thank you.
And the word is yes or no, sir. Okay, so let's continue. So let's define health science. So we say that, write this down for me, please. So we say health science is the study of the human body, its form and function. So when we look at health science, we're looking at how the body looks and how the body works. How the body looks, that's anatomy. How the body functions, that's physiology, right? So health science is a combination of anatomy and physiology. How the body looks is anatomy, and how the body works is physiology. And one thing is important is that how the body looks is combined with how the body functions. So we see that our hands are formed in a certain way because of the function that our hands have. The same thing with our eyes. Our eyes has a particular function, so it looks a particular way. Our eyes does not look like our fingers. Why? Because the function is different. All right. So function and form, or function and appearance, match. Right? It looks a certain way because it has a specific function. So when we talk about health science, we're talking about how the body looks and how the body works, the form of it and the function. So let's continue with this. So health science, write this down for me, please. Health science informs us how to care for our bodies and the illnesses that may affect the body. So what do we, if we say that someone is healthy, right? How do you know if someone is healthy? Right?
By how their body looks a particular way.
By how their body looks a particular way.
How they act.
How they
the
act.
body and how it functions.
How the body, like, how do you know if someone is healthy? What do you mean when you say someone is healthy? That's a healthy
They
child.
look healthy.
They look.
Their physiology.
They look.
Smile. And they, their physique look happy. They don't look like they sick.
They don't look like they're sick.
Their physical appearance.
Okay.
Their physical appearance. The person is hygienic.
They're hygienic. Someone says their physical appearance. Matthew, you're saying something about their physical appearance?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so let me ask the question, Matthew.
The type of food that they eat.
The type of food that they eat? Okay, interesting. So for all those persons, including Matthew, who says that health is associated with how you look, let me ask the question. Can you look healthy but still be unhealthy? Is that possible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Really? How is that? How is that possible? What if I have a six-pack and muscular biceps? Am I healthy or
Your inside.
can I still be unhealthy?
That's just muscle.
That shows if you're healthy.
You
Okay.
could look healthy on the outside, but internal you could be unhealthy.
Okay, interesting. So
It's
let's
just your physical appearance.
so but is health just is health just the way you look? What do you think?
No.
No.
No, sir.
No, so it's also something else, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Okay, so let's define health. We say that health is a state of complete. What word is that? Complete, not
Hygiene.
partial. Complete.
Finish.
Physical. What else is associated with health?
Mental.
Mental.
Social.
And what else? And what else?
Social.
Social, right?
Appearance.
Well-being, right? So it's not just how you look, right? It's also how you are inside, like persons are saying. So health covers everything. So it's not just and it's not merely the absence of disease or infirmity. Now, someone may say, Mr. Petit, that doesn't make sense. Because if I have a six-pack and if I have strong biceps, that means I'm healthy. Or if I look fine, if I don't have no broken bones, and if I don't have no, if I have no cavities in my teeth, right? If I ain't out of shape, then that means I'm healthy. But actually, that doesn't mean that you're healthy, because someone could be perfectly fit in terms of their physical, but they can still be classified as unhealthy. Now you say, Mr. Petit, I don't understand that. Can you give me an example? I'm glad you asked. So let's say, anyone know what Sandlins is? You know what Sandlins is?
Oh, yes, sir.
Yes.
What Sandlins is? Okay. So Sandlins is we call that a mental institution, right? So do we have persons in there who, if you look at them, right, they have their two legs, they have their two hands. If you check their pulse, they still have a good pulse. If you check
Mental health?
if you check their blood pressure is fine. If you check their blood sugar, their blood sugar is okay, it's normal. If you check their heart rate, it's normal. If you check all the physical things, they're normal. But are these people who are in mental institutions, are they healthy?
No, sir.
No.
They're not mentally stable.
No. Why wouldn't they be considered healthy?
Their mental state.
Yeah, because
They are physically okay, but mentally not.
Exactly. They are physically okay, but mentally they're not. So we can't say that they are healthy. So healthy is not just your physical. It includes your mental, your social, and your physical. All right. And persons would say emotional and stuff, but it's not just physical. That's very important. So you have some persons who are okay physically, but then they might have depression and they might have anxiety and that doesn't mean that they're healthy. Health is a state of complete health or complete well-being. That's very important. So let's write that down. So let's write that down. So let's say a person, let me not highlight this. Make sure I write this down for me, please. And after this, I'm gonna ask you to send in your notes, okay? So a person who is described as healthy is well physically, mentally, and emotionally. All right, and emotionally. Now, like we described in our example, a person who is in a mental institution like Sandlands may be what? They may be physically well. What's the problem? What's the problem?
But mentally unstable.
Right?
I'm mentally stable.
Right? But they have what?
Mentally.
They have what?
They're
mental issues.
They have a mental, it may not just be mental, it may be what?
A brain sickness.
Maybe it's emotional problem, right? Emotional problem, right?
Like trauma.
Or like trauma or even substance abuse, right? So therefore,
Like they may be emotionally stunted.
yes.
Like rash.
So therefore, he or she, can we call them healthy? Cannot be.
No, sir. Them are adults.
Right? Cannot be described as healthy. Okay? So healthy is complete mental, social well-being. So based on that criteria, I have a question for you. Are you healthy?
No.
Yes, sir.
After
yes, I am.
I know about that.
Yes,
No,
yes,
actually,
sir.
Are you healthy?
I am healthy.
Yes,
Are you healthy? Are you
I'm
healthy?
No, sir.
It's me. Yes.
Yes, sir.
I
Yes.
am healthy.
Are you healthy?
No, sir.
No, no.
No?
Not really.
Okay, put your hands inside the chat. Let me
I'm
see this.
mentally unstable.
Put yes for yes, I'm healthy. Put no for no, I'm not healthy. All right. Yes, I'm healthy. No, I'm not healthy. All right. Someone said, I don't know. Yes, no.
I could sometimes have anxiety, so does that make me unhealthy?
No, what are you talking about?
6
Long term.
and I don't have any mental issues.
Okay, who said that? Lamont? Lamont McKenzie? I think that's what he said. That's who was speaking. Lamont or Lamar? Someone was speaking. They say they have a 6-pack and they don't have no mental issues. All right. So let me.
Lamar.
That's Lamar. Okay. Okay. So, and let me tell you the answers because y'all can't see this. Some people say maybe. I see someone say, yes, I'm healthy. Someone says, no, I'm not. Someone say, I'm not sure. Not really. When I choose to be, you could be healthy when you choose to be. Is that a thing? No, I mean unstable. Okay. All right. So when we say healthy, we're talking about what? Complete health. Now, persons who are healthy, what do people who are healthy, what do they do? What are some things that they do?
Exercise.
They exercise, right? What else they do?
They eat well.
They eat well, a well-balanced diet. So persons,
hygiene.
say it again.
Good hygiene.
They have good hygiene, very good. So let's write
They
this
drink
down.
water. They attend the gym a lot.
Very good. They drink water. They gym. Okay, so persons concerned about maintaining their health. I noticed that nobody mentioned this. Often, do they visit the doctor to check on their stuff?
Yes. Regular.
Yes, they
also
They surely good.
yeah. Yes, so they do checkups, right? So persons concerned about their health often do what? They often monitor their eating habits. So what are things that they wouldn't eat if they are healthy?
Food,
What what things they would limit it? Fast food, right? Bamboo shack, right?
Lot of food with oils and greases.
Yeah, right.
Tummies,
Yes,
Wendy's,
yes. So they
Burger King, Sonic.
all right. So they try their
Disney
best. Yes, they try their best to avoid those things that are high in sugar, high in fat, you know, especially saturated fat, those things that cause your cholesterol to go up, right? And those things that cause you to get weight around your waist. They try to avoid those things. So they monitor their eating habits, and what else they do? They exercise. So even if they eat something that has a lot of calories, they could burn the calories off, right? And they do what? They visit the doctor. How often?
They look at the amount of calories and the different greases that food may have.
Every
Ingredients?
annually or every 6 months?
We just gonna say regularly, right? We ain't gonna put a limit on it, right? Regularly to ensure what? To ensure. To
They're in
ensure.
good health.
Very good.
Mr. Petit,
Go ahead.
does this include like your once a year physicals or no?
Yes, that includes that, right? To ensure that their bodies are working as they should. Now, the health field or health science, that's why health science is so important, because health science is a whole industry, right? There are jobs related to health science. So what are some jobs related to health science? Midwife. What else?
Nurses,
Doctors.
nurse, RN,
Nurse.
Dental.
Very good.
Psychologist,
Right. Surgeons, dentists, right?
orthodontist,
Say it again. Orthodontists, yes.
Nurses.
Nurses, right? So let's write it down. So there are many jobs related to science of health. All right. So let's write. We're only gonna do a few of them. We're gonna do all. Such as, one of the main ones is the physician, right, or doctors. So what's the function or what's the role of the doctors? What's the role of a doctor?
to assess or analyze.
take care of
assess you, to
they get
analyze,
diagnosis.
to
Okay.
diagnose you.
Okay, that's what we could do. I want you to raise your hand because I don't want us to talk together. So raise your hand. What do you think that the purpose of a doctor is? Go ahead, Tavana. Purpose of a doctor. The function of a doctor. You have to speak into the mouth. You have to speak into the mic.
To check on patients to see their overall physical health, such as blood pressure, heartbeat, and stuff.
Okay, so they do checkup. One more person, Delvon Sands. What's the purpose of a doctor? Delvon, I see you have your hand raised.
Pardon me.
Yeah, what's the purpose of a doctor? What do they do?
They diagnose people.
Very good.
On what disease they are.
Very good. Very good answer. That's what I was looking for. The purpose of a doctor is to diagnose, perform diagnosis. What does that mean? They tell you what you have, right? Yeah. So even though you have other persons who work in hospital, it's the doctor's job to diagnose you and to offer some sort of prescription, all right? So I can't give you no prescription because I'm not a physician. Only a physician can give you a prescription or supposed to give you a prescription of disease and other medical conditions. So their job is to give you a diagnosis, to tell you what sickness you have. That's what diagnosis is. It tells you what you have, what's going on with the body. So that means that they have to learn about health science because they have to know how the body works and how the body looks so that they'll be able to give you a proper diagnosis. Next, we have nurses. What's the function of your nurses? What do they do?
So once the doctor prescribes the person, they have to like get the
give them the medicine and take care of them in the
Very good.
hospital?
Very good. So they assist the doctor. Sashnik, you wanted to say something?
No, sir.
I saw your hand raised, sorry.
No, sir.
Okay, so you have your nurses, and the nurse's job is these are persons who help the doctors, right? Who help doctors
Yes, sir.
take care of patients and provide medical support to people who are not feeling well. Anyone want to be a doctor or physician or a nurse when they grow up? Nevaeh,
Something else.
I couldn't be a doctor. I have a weak stomach.
you have a weak stomach. All right. So if you don't want to be a doctor or a nurse, you still can find another job in the health science field. You can be an environmental scientist.
If she don't have a weak stomach, she maybe can be a baby doctor.
Oh, like a pediatrician.
Yeah.
Pediatrician.
A pediatrician. So thank you. That's Lamar, right? So
yes, sir.
Good. So we have environmental scientists. Anyone familiar with what do environmental scientists people do?
They take care of the environment.
Okay, they help to take care of the environment. So
they monitor like the heat and how much cold is around the environment to say if there's like any change in the environment. Example, like global warming.
Yeah. So these are persons who study the environment, and they'll be like, oh, if we do this, there'll be too much air pollution, or if we do this, there'll be too much, we won't have fresh air in this particular facility. So they study the environment, and they work to protect
ecosystems,
not the natural resources, right? Okay, so like and our surroundings. So because a part of health is your surroundings, right? If you have a bad surrounding, like if your surrounding is filthy and you have a lot of cockroaches and rats running around in your room, are you healthy? Can you be healthy like that?
No, sir.
No.
No,
right?
sir.
No. So cleanliness is a part of health. Would you all agree?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So that's definitely a part of health. So ensuring our surroundings.
Because they can get sick from being in dirty places. Example, children.
Very good. So you could be sick. You could be sick by being in environments that are not clean. So so making sure that your environment is clean is a part of being healthy. And then we can talk about one last person. Go ahead.
When we talk about health science, does the red blood cells and white blood cells fall in the same category?
Yes, definitely. So we can talk about what the red blood cells do, what the white blood cells do. Well, I don't want to spoil it, but you may already learn it in school. But we can talk about those, and we can talk about the blood, the different systems, like, all those are part of health science. Okay. So what are dietitians? What do dietitians do?
Focus on.
Say it again.
Focus on like
Balance,
good healthy habits.
Person to control your diet.
Okay. Yes.
What to eat.
Yes, they tell you what to eat. So persons who advises others on what? Healthy eating choices.
Mr. Petit.
So
these dietitians especially recommended to those who have like eating disorders and stuff like that?
So anyone can get a dietitian, by the way. Anyone can get a dietitian. You don't have to be, because you don't have to have like a specific problem to get a dietitian. Dietitians, they are more knowledgeable about what's inside the food than most people, so they're able to give you an instruction on it. But typically, dietitians work with persons who need to either lower their amount of calories. So for example, persons who are like obese or overweight and who are looking to have some changes in their diet to make sure that, you know, they reduce the amount of weight that they have, they would go to a dietitian and they'll tell them, hey, don't do this, do this. Or you may have some persons who are who just trying to gain weight. So there are certain things that you may want to eat to gain weight. So you go to a dietitian and help you. Or you may you may be battling with a certain illness. So you may have like high blood pressure and stuff like that. So you need a dietitian to tell you, hey, don't eat too much salt. Be careful with the sodium and stuff like that. And they'll tell you what foods to avoid, what foods to replace it with. Okay, so these things, they all work together in concert so to help, you know, us to make sure that we are healthy persons. All right.
They help, so basically they help people with eating disorders.
Not only eating disorders, they can, but not only eating disorders, but like I said, they are to help persons with eating on the whole, right? Okay, so make sure write this down and then take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp again. Write this down, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. I need you to write this down and take a picture of it and send it to me via WhatsApp. We have to move on to general science, but I want you to write this down and take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp. How many persons are finished with this already?
I am.
Jemiah.
I am finished.
Who is finished with this?
Mr. Petit, you give me 5 moments.
I
right?
am.
You are? You are? You're still writing? Take a picture of this and send it to me
I
via WhatsApp.
finished.
You finish? Okay, good.
You
All
give
right.
me 5 minutes to write it down.
5 more minutes, okay. For those of you who are still writing, please write faster because you need to do the quiz. So we're gonna do the quiz, by the way. So you know we have a quiz on this, right? So for those of you who are finished with the notes, please do the quiz. The quiz is inside the chat.
Excuse me, miss.
For those of you who are finished, Go ahead.
Pardon me, Mr. Petit, I wasn't done writing down the
Excuse me,
notes.
Mr. Petit. You go back in the notes, please.
I can. So for those of you who are finished with the notes, go ahead and do the quiz. All right. For those of you who are finished with the notes, go ahead and do the quiz. All right. I need you to do the quiz now. All right.
Live in Canada.
All right. Okay. Who's still writing? Who's still writing?
I am.
I am.
Okay.
I am.
All right. So I'm gonna give you all a few more moments because y'all have to do the quiz. You can't leave until you do the quiz. There's only one quiz, so everyone have to do this quiz. And then we're gonna move on to general science.
You've already put up the link for the quiz?
Yeah, it's inside the chat.
Okay.
Do y'all see it? Let me know if y'all see it.
I see it.
You see it? Once you start the quiz, please put started inside the chat. Again, once you start the quiz, please put started inside the chat. All right. Okay, good. So what I need us to do is we're gonna move on to general science. If you're not finished with the quiz, let me see if I can find a way to put this notes inside the chat. Because I need to move on from this. Jaden, you finished with this notes?
I'm on dietitians.
You're in dietitian, okay, good. Matthew, are you finished with the notes? Where's Matthew?
Yes, sir.
You finished with the notes, okay. You starting the quiz now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good.
Yes, sir.
Sashanik, you finished with the quiz? I mean, not the quiz, you finished with the notes?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you doing the quiz now?
I'm starting the quiz now.
Okay, good.
I finished the quiz.
Finish the quiz, okay, good. Who said they finished the quiz?
Jamia.
Jamia, you sent in your notes as well?
I'm also done.
No, sir.
Okay, I need you to finish your notes too.
I finished
For the quiz, you have to get at least a 16 or a 20. If you get anything lower than that, that means you have to do it over. Okay. For the quiz, you need to get at least, at the very least, you need to get 16. Okay. 16 or the 20 for the quiz. All right. Make sure you get, by the way, I also need you to take a picture of your notes and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of your notes and send it to me via WhatsApp. I need that as well. Take a picture of your notes and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of your notes and send it to me via WhatsApp. How many persons are finished with the notes? Let me know, please, if you're finished with the notes.
I'm a dietitian.
You're a dietitian? All right. Anyone else is finished with the notes?
I finished with the notes and the quiz.
Who said they're finished? Who said they're finished with the notes and the quiz? Who's that?
Alexia.
Who?
Alexia.
Alexia Brown?
So,
Okay, that's good. That's good.
I must confess that that is on the quiz.
Say it again.
Like, I must confess something, so I have to start all over on the quiz.
Okay, no problem. No problem. No problem.
I'm finished with the notes on the quiz.
Who said they're finished with the notes and the quiz?
Natasha.
Who?
I am too.
Who? You're muffled. If you finish with the notes and the quiz, tell me, please.
I finished.
Okay. I need you to take a picture of your notes and send it to me via WhatsApp and also the quiz. Make sure to do that for me.
I'm also finished with the notes and the quiz.
Okay, that's good. All right. That's Sashanik? Okay. That's Sashanik, right?
No, sir.
Oh, that wasn't you?
But I'm almost finished too.
Oh, someone sound
I
like you.
completed the quiz.
Okay. Matthew, that was you speaking then. I think that was you.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Y'all still writing this on this? Who's still writing? Who's still writing? Hello, I need you to answer me. Who's still writing?
I'm doing the quiz.
You doing the quiz? Okay.
I'm doing the quiz.
You're doing the quiz. Okay, good.
I'm finished both.
Finish both. That's Chanel.
Yes, sir.
That's good. That's good. We have to move on to general science. So I only give you all 2 more minutes, just 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes, and then we're gonna move on to general science. So that means
I'm finished with the quiz. I got 20 out of 20.
20 out of 20, very good. Sashanik. Caleb, where's Caleb? Caleb, can you hear me? Oh, these people cannot speak. Okay. Zion Davis, where's Zion?
Yeah.
You finished with the notes?
No, I D.
You on D? Okay.
I'm
the quiz.
Okay. That's for Miss Moss, right?
Yes.
Okay. Alex, you finished with the quiz? Or the notes?
18 out of 20.
Okay. Where's Alex? Alex,
Mr. Petit,
yes.
I'm only here for the general science.
You're only here for the general science, okay.
Me as well.
Who said me as well?
I finished the quiz.
Okay, Nevaeh.
I finished the quiz.
Okay, very good. Okay, so it's 8:40. We have to go on to general science. Otherwise, we won't have enough time for general science. So let's move on to general science. You're gonna do the quiz after class if you ain't finished with it. So let's turn our attention to general science.
I finished the quiz.
Okay, good. So let's move on. So general science. Let's go.
Good night, Mr. Batina.
Okay. Matthew, you're not doing general?
No, sir.
Okay, only health. All right, cool. Okay, so general science, head up. Head up again for general science. My name is Mr. Petit. P-E-T-I-T, that's how you spell it. Today is Tuesday, the 3rd of September. The subject is general science and the topic is the animal kingdom. And we're going to be looking at warm-blooded versus cold-blooded. Now, how many persons have ever heard of the term warm-blooded and cold-blooded? You ever heard of the term? Like you heard it before?
Me.
Before.
Okay.
I heard it in reptiles
Okay, you heard it
and
before.
mammals.
Okay, reptiles and mammals, okay. So let me ask the question. What does it mean to be warm-blooded and what does it mean to be cold-blooded?
Yeah, for warm-blooded. Yeah,
Okay, one moment. Let me do it one at a time.
I will be saying.
Okay, you will be saying, okay, Matthew. Go ahead, Rochelle, no. What does it mean to be
For
warm-blooded?
warm-blooded, your body creates its own heat, and for cold-blooded, they use the heat of the sun.
The heat of the sun, okay. Anyone else want to try? What does it mean to be warm-blooded? What does it mean to be cold-blooded?
Excuse me. Can I answer cold-blooded?
Yes, go ahead.
Warm-blooded is us humans, and in the cold-blooded is in the sea.
Okay, warm-blooded is in this. So wait, that's a good wait. Let me wait. She said warm-blooded is humans and cold-blooded is in the sea. Are there any warm-blooded animals that are in the sea?
No, because they're underwater.
Yes, sir.
Are there any
Yes, sir.
warm-blooded animals that are in the sea?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Give me an example. Give me an example.
A whale.
A whale. What else?
Crocodile.
No, a dolphin, right? Whale and dolphin, they are warm-blooded, but they're in the sea. So does cold-blooded mean that you're in the water?
No,
No.
I
No.
know warm-blooded animals.
Okay, so I want someone else to tell me, what do we mean by warm-blooded? What do we mean by cold-blooded? What's the difference?
Where they live.
Warm-blooded animals are either mammals or birds.
Okay.
different categories.
Okay. Okay, different category. But what does it mean
Where
to
they
be
live.
warm-blooded? Where they live? Okay, someone say where they live.
Controls how.
Your blood.
Okay, so you're saying that warm-blooded means that your
The
blood is
habitat they live in.
the habitat. So wait, does warm-blooded means that your blood is warm and cold-blooded means that your blood is cold?
Not directly.
Oh, so.
No.
No.
How you reproduce?
How you reproduce? Okay.
No.
Go ahead, Alex. I can't hear you. You have to speak into the mic.
Warm-blooded creatures can create their own heat using and keeping their temperature in balance. Or cold-blooded creatures have to rely on their environment in order to keep their temperature balanced. If it's too hot or too cold, they have to move to another place.
What do you mean by that? Give me an example.
Like a lizard.
Give me an example. Okay, lizard is cold-blooded or warm-blooded?
Cold-blooded.
Okay, so explain your theory using that.
Well, a lizard will be basking in the sun in order to balance it, in order to heat up its temperature. But when it gets too hot, it goes under a rock to cool down.
But so you're trying to tell me that a lizard can't create its own heat?
No, I don't think so.
Yes, that's true. So are snakes and other animals like reptiles.
So okay, interesting. The closest answer was definitely
Cold-blooded animals.
Can I give an example?
okay. The closest answer was definitely Alex. What's his name? Alex.
Cold-blooded animals that are not animals that are good at like regulating their bodies.
Regulating their bodies. Okay. So let me give you a perfect example of it. So look at these pictures, right? So let's look at the first one. Not the first one. Let's look at the polar bear, right? Now that's not a polar bear, but it's just like a regular like grizzly bear, right? So if you look at this grizzly bear, what kind of season is it? It's what?
Snowy.
It's snow.
Winter.
It's winter, right? It's winter, but it's still moving. It's still active, right? Even if you look at wolves, right? Wolves, even in the winter, they still moving around like nothing happening. And then this season, what season is it? What season is this?
Summer.
Like summer.
It's more like spring, right?
Spring.
So spring or summer, and look at the temperature. Look at the temperature of their bodies, like.
Their body temperature stays the same.
Exactly, the body's temperature stays the same. So warm-blooded
Anyway.
animals are able to keep their body at a, basically at the same temperature. No matter of the temperature outside, right? But cold-blooded animals, they depend on what? What do they depend on?
Their
The
skills.
surroundings.
They depend on the surroundings. They depend on the surroundings.
Climate of where they live.
Yeah, they depend on the climate where they live to regulate their body temperature. So
Mr. Petite.
one moment, let me finish explaining. So if you look at this frog, the body temperature of the frog is low. Why?
Because he's in a cold area.
Because he's in a cold area. So his body temperature would be low. But when he goes in the heat, what happens? What happens to his body temperature?
His body temperature rises.
His body temperature rises. Very good. So the perfect example was given with the lizard. If the lizard wants to get warm, where would it go?
Someplace cold.
Sunny areas.
It would go to the sunny area, right? But if it wants to cool off, where would it go?
Underneath a rock.
In the shade. Exactly.
By water.
Exactly. So one moment. So warm-blooded, we are warm-blooded. Warm-blooded animals, we are very versatile because whether, let's say for example, let's look at like I give you the example of the wolves, right? It could be very cold and you still see the wolves running and you still see them active, right? Because they generate heat, right? They're able to generate heat
From
through
their
them,
fur.
right? Through metabolism, through how their fur is constructed, through brown fat, which allows them to be able to make heat, right? Generate heat. So they have different ways. They call it thermoregulation. Have you ever seen, well, let me ask a question. Can a snake sweat? Can snakes sweat?
No, but they could change it.
I never thought of that.
Can snakes sweat?
I never.
If they can't sweat, then how come are there always marks on your cars when
they shed their
snakes are
skin.
crawling
They
on
could,
it?
good. They don't sweat. They only could shed their skin. So sweating,
Exactly.
sweating is a way that we regulate our temperature, right? As warm-blooded people. So if it's too hot, we begin to do what? To sweat, to do what? To bring down our temperature so that it's kind of around the same thing. So let's define.
I really feel like it works.
I know, right? I know. It's like, does it even work? Okay, so let's write this down quickly. So the animal kingdom is broad, right? We could divide it into, it's divided into two main groups. What are the two main groups for the animal kingdom?
Warm-blooded and cold-blooded.
Close. Invertebrates.
Vertebrate.
And what? And what? And vertebrates. And vertebrates. Now, vertebrates are what? Animals
Backbone.
that have a backbone, right? And invertebrates,
No backbone.
very good, are animals without backbones. Does that make sense? Now, when we look at the vertebrates now, vertebrates can be divided into what?
5 different groups.
Very good. Five different, what could we call them? 5 different, let's call them classes. Let's call them classes. Who said sets? Who said sets? Who said sets? Someone said sets. Don't be shy. Who said sets?
No, it's the families.
Whoever that person
Not
is.
me.
I need that. I need to know that person. Because it is a set. Because remember, set is a group of things. So that's actually a good observation. It is a set. So it's 5 different classes. Fish, what else? Amphibians.
Reptiles and
Reptiles, mammals,
mammals, birds,
Reptiles, yeah.
Insect.
Right? Birds, not insects. Insects are invertebrates. And mammals.
Reptiles, birds, mammals.
Right. So those are your 5. So what are the 5 classes for your vertebrates?
Fish,
amphibians, reptiles,
birds, and mammals.
Very good. And what are 2 main groups of animals? Vertebrates and invertebrates. Very good. And what do we call animals with a backbone?
Vertebrate.
Vertebrate. What do we call animals without a backbone?
Invertebrate.
Invertebrate. So we can divide our vertebrates into warm-blooded and cold-blooded, right? So warm-blooded, let's talk about warm-blooded animals. So warm-blooded animals. So the proper definition of warm-blooded animals, we can say that, let me use a good red. So warm-blooded animals, they're not warm-blooded because they have warm blood in their veins, but they're warm-blooded because of the way how they regulate their body temperature. They are able to do it. So warm-blooded animals are animals that they can keep their body temperature about the same in spite of their surroundings. So they can keep their body temperature the same no matter the temperature on the outside. So someone say, what do you mean, Mr. Petit? Do you know penguins? Penguins, are they warm-blooded or cold-blooded?
They are warm-blooded.
They're warm-blooded. They're warm-blooded. And where do they live?
In Antarctica.
Yes, they live in cold places. But how are they able to live in those cold environments?
They have feathers.
A body temperature?
They're able to keep their body temperature warm even though it's cold on the outside, right? Their body has special ways, they call it thermoregulation, that they're able to keep their body warm in spite of the temperature on the outside. Okay, so they're able to go about and be active even in a cold environment. So their bodies have special ways. So they could generate heat, right? To produce heat. Invertebrates and not invertebrates, cold-blooded animals cannot do that. Their bodies cannot generate heat. They have to use heat from the outside. So their bodies have special ways to produce heat when it's cold and cool down when it's warm, right? That's warm-blooded. So examples include, what are some examples of warm-blooded? Mammals? Like what? Humans?
Humans.
What else?
Monkeys.
Wolves.
Dogs.
Dogs. Cats. Right? Let's use a non-traditional one. Whales. Right?
Sharks. Dolphins.
Dolphins.
Rhino.
Right? So all those are examples of mammals. So, okay, good. And birds, right? Sorry, let me just put and birds. Birds are also warm-blooded. Now let's go to the cold-blooded. So cold-blooded animals. Cold-blooded animals. What can we say about them? They cold-blooded. Let me just say they cannot control their body temperatures. So if they cannot control their body temperature, what do they rely on to control their body temperature?
The environment.
Outside.
The environment. Very good. So they cannot control their body temperature on their own. So their body temperature don't stay about the same. It fluctuates drastically, right? They cannot. That's why if it's too cold, you would see like the snakes. They just go in a snuggly place and they ain't moving, because if they move, then what's gonna happen? You need energy to move. Yeah, you need energy to move. So they stay one place and they just stay there until it get warm, and then they move to a warm place and they in the sun. They bask in the sun until it's time. Until they get heat up, and then they could be active, right?
Yes, sir. Crocodiles do that as well.
Yeah, crocodiles.
When it's winter time, they stick their noses, and when the ice freezes over, their noses stick up, and they can sleep for at least 2 years.
Wow, that's insane. So they cannot control their body temperature on their own. So that's what I mean by cold blood. They cannot control their, let me put a red on this. They cannot control their body temperature on their own. Okay, on their own. Instead, what do? They rely on the outside environment to help them. So their body temperature changes based on their surroundings. So their body temperature changes based on their surroundings. So if it's cold outside, how are they gonna feel?
Warm on the inside.
Yes, they can become warm. So if it's cold on outside, they become cold. And if it's warm,
Mr. Batita, I have a question. So
on
what
the outside,
happens if they get like sick? Don't they get sick also? Or like
they get sick. Yeah, animals like that could get sick. Yeah, they can. It
like if they have a fever or something like that, don't they body temperature go up no matter what?
Oh no. They ain't like us like that. No. I thought you mean like a different type of sickness. Like maybe they eat something that they wasn't like more like I thought you were talking about like more like poison from something that they ate. Or the bacteria, messing with them. But if it's cold outside, they become cold, and if it's warm outside, they become warm. Right? So for example, examples include what? Reptiles.
Frog.
Reptiles. What else? Amphibians. Anaconda, yep. And fishes.
Salamander.
And fishes, right? So those are our notes for this. Do you understand the difference between warm-blooded and cold-blooded?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So based on that, what would you rather be, warm-blooded or cold-blooded?
Warm-blooded.
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 Warm-blooded. Okay, warm-blooded. Okay. All right. So now you know it's time for. It's time for the quizzes. I'm going to send you, this is the last quiz for the day. This is a quiz on the animal kingdom. We're going to be looking at warm-blooded and
Mr.
cold-blooded.
Petit with the notes.
You're not finished with the notes yet?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Oh, I need but 5 more minutes.
Okay, no problem. So it is quiz time. So for those persons who need some time with the notes, by the way, let me put all 2 of the notes. I'm going to put all 2 of the quizzes inside the chat because some people may not be finished with the first one, like the health science one. So I'm going to put all 2 there. So if you're not finished with the health science one, you could also do that. Okay. But I need all of my quiz finished before you go, and I need my notes sent before you go. Once you finish with the notes and the quizzes, then you can leave, free to go. But you have to be finished with the notes and the quizzes, all right? Okay, good. Xavier, where's Xavier?
Yes, sir.
You still on the notes or in the quiz?
Huh? Oh, I already finished the quiz.
Which quiz you talking about?
The health science.
I mean the general science quiz. You finished with that?
Yeah.
Pardon?
Yes, sir. Going on it now.
You're going on it now, okay. Are you finished with the notes?
Getting them now.
Okay, so you have to send me the notes, okay? You understand me, Xavier?
Yes,
Good.
I need 20 more minutes to write down the notes.
That's no problem. That's no problem.
And then I'll see you soon.
Okay. What's your name? What's your name? What's your name?
Ethan Bain.
Ethan Bain. What you saying you need more time for?
To write the notes down and then I'll do the quiz.
You do the quiz? Okay, no problem. All right, who else is still writing the notes down?
Me.
Okay, good.
Me. Also writing it.
I just highlighting them now.
Okay. All
On
right.
the last part.
On the last part. Okay, good. So you're gonna do your notes and then your quizzes, and then you can leave. For Nasha Moss, for Nalsha Moss, are you finished with the notes and quiz?
I'm finishing the notes right now.
Okay, that's good. Whose name is unlicensed room? Whose name is that?
Good night, Mr. Petit.
Shekinah.
Shekinah what?
Scabella, but I don't know why, but it won't change.
Okay. Spell your name for me. Wait.
S.
Wait. One moment. Raise your hand. Okay.
S.
Okay, now spell it. S.
S-H.
Uh-huh.
A.
Uh-huh.
K.
Uh-huh.
I.
Uh-huh.
N.
Uh-huh.
A.
Uh-huh.
H.
And last name?
S. C.
Uh-huh.
A.
Yes.
V. E. L. L. A.
Good. Okay, it should be changed now.
Okay, thank you.
Rochelle, no, you say you finish? Rochelle, no? Where's Rochelle, no? Okay, thank you. Once you're finished with the notes and the quizzes, let me know, please, so I can let you go.
I'm finished.
Who's that?
Jamia Miller.
What's the name?
Jamia.
Okay, I need you also to take a picture of a screenshot of your grade. All right, please do that for me. What you got on the quiz, Jamia?
18 or 20.
18 or 20, okay, good, you could go. You have to get a 16, at least a 16, all right? Take also a picture of your grade for me and send it to me as well.
Mr. Batiste, I finished with my notes and my quiz.
Who's that?
Jermaine Moxie.
Did you send it to me already?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you could go.
Mr. Petit, I'm going on the quiz
Good night.
now.
Good night. Who's that?
Good night.
Nevaeh.
Nevaeh Stewart?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good.
Okay, I'm finished with my notes. I'm going on the quiz now.
Okay, no problem, Miss Moss. Anthony?
I'm finished.
Who's that speaking?
Joel.
Joel, where's your notes from yesterday?
I sent them to you by my phone, not my dad's phone.
Write your name, please. Write your name.
I got 18 out of 20.
Write your name. In the notes that you send me, write your name, please.
Yes, sir.
What's your number anyway?
Let me get it.
Okay. Anyone else finished with the notes and the quiz?
I'm finished.
You finished,
I'm
Cleveland?
finished with yours.
Okay.
I just have to send them to you.
Okay, send it to me, please, before you go.
Yeah, sure.
Take a picture of your notes and send it to me via WhatsApp.
I'm finished.
Who's that speaking?
Natasha.
Natasha, what's your last name?
Charlton.
Charlton. You send your notes and stuff to me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can leave.
I sent it in the chat.
Joel. Okay, I have it.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
And make sure I put your name in there in the thing too.
Yes, sir.
Good.
I finished the notes and the quizzes.
Did you send it to me?
finished, Mr. Petit.
Did you send it to me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. You can go.
I'm
Okay.
finished.
Sashanique?
Good night, Mr.
Yes, sir.
I finished the notes.
Okay. Okay, you can leave, Sashanique.
Thank you.
No problem. Okay, anyone else finished with the notes and the quizzes?
I'm finished.
Who's that speaking?
Isaiah Brown.
Oh, you're the one whose name is student.
Yes, yes, sir, yes, sir.
Are you able to change that?
No, sir, no, sir, I can't.
Why?
It just joins me into the Zoom class without asking me if I want to change my name or not. It just logs me in a student.
Isaiah what?
Brown.
Brown. Okay.
Yes, sir.
It's changed now. I hope it stays that way.
I'm finished with the
you finished, Isaiah?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can leave.
Yes, sir.
Good night. Justin,
Yes, sir.
would you say you finished?
The notes and the quiz.
Did you send it to me?
All right, send it now.
I had a 20 and a 20.
You have to send it to me. You have to send it to me. Matthew,
Yes, sir.
did you send in your notes yet?
No, sir. No, I'm about to.
Yeah, you need to send in your
Mr.
notes.
Petit,
Yes, sir.
I'm done with the notes and the quiz.
Did you send the notes to me?
I'm gonna send them right now when I leave. I'm gonna send them off phone.
Say it again.
I'm gonna let Mom send the notes off phone when I leave.
No, you can't leave until you send it.
Okay, I got a 20 or the 20 on the quiz.
Say it again.
I got a 20 or the 20 on the quiz.
Okay, that's good. So what I need you to do, I need you to take a picture of your work and send it to me before
See
you
you,
go.
Mr. Petty.
Cleveland, did you send in your notes?
Yes.
Okay, have a good night. Still waiting on the rest of you to finish your work. Rico Sweeting, where's Rico?
Yes, sir.
What are you doing?
I'm finishing up my work.
Which one?
I'm just finishing up the quiz now. I think I sent it in already.
You think you sent it or you sent it? Which one? Which one, Rico?
The general science.
You say you think you sent it or you sent it? Which one?
I sent it already.
Okay, how about your notes?
My notes, I am sending it right now.
Okay, send your notes, please, and then let me know.
Okay.
It's not
Okay,
okay.
fine.
It's not okay.
Yes, sir.
It's yes
Yes,
or
sir.
no, sir.
No.
Okay.
Mr. Petit, I'm sending my notes now.
All right,
I
Matthew.
finished the quiz and I sent
Good
the
night, Mr. Petit.
Wait, Malik. Wait, Malik. Go ahead, Alexia. What you saying?
I said I finished with the quiz and I sent the notes.
Okay. All right, no problem. See you later. Malik, you have something to tell me?
I sent in Mr.
Yes,
Petit.
sir.
One moment. Malik, you have something to tell me?
Yes, sir. I'm finished.
Okay, I see your notes. Did you do the quiz? You sent the quiz as well?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Well,
good. Make sure I take a picture of your notes and a screenshot of your grade. Make sure I do that for me, please.
Mr. Petit, I'm
Malik, you
finished
could
with
go.
the quizzes and the notes,
Malik.
and I sent it.
One moment,
Yes, sir.
Shekinah. Ethan Bean, you have something to tell me? Malik, you could go.
So, I was saying that I finished the quiz. I just read the last set of notes now to send to you.
Which quiz you finish?
I finished the one that you said this is the one you said in the general science, the warm blooded with cold blooded.
Yes.
And yes, sir.
Okay, okay.
The cold blooded animals.
Okay, no problem. No problem.
Mr. Petit, I sent the picture.
Sir, I'm finished.
Wait,
picture for-
Lamar, one moment. Lamar, you can't do that. I'm speaking to Nevaeh, and you can hear her talking. All right?
Mr. Petit.
One
Sorry.
moment, one moment, Ray.
Yes.
Nevaeh, what you're telling me?
I sent you the notes.
Okay, I see them. Did you finish the quiz?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can leave.
Okay, thank you.
Have a good night.
Mr. Petit, I finished
Good night.
the quizzes and the notes. I sent them to you.
Okay, have a good night, Shekinah.
Good night.
Jaden, you send the notes and the quizzes?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can leave.
I'm done, Mr. Petit.
Good night, Mr. Petit. I sent you.
Okay, one moment, one at a time. Go ahead, Jaden. Jaden? Okay, and Ray, what you saying, Ray?
I finished the notes and the quiz.
Did you send it to me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, have a good night.
Bye, Mr. Petit.
Good night.
Mr. Petit, I'm done.
Who's that speaking?
Alexander Pinda.
You sent it to me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can leave.
Mr. Petit, I'm done.
Who's that speaking?
Matthew.
Matthew, you sent it to me, Matthew?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can go.
Mr.
Night.
Petit,
One moment, who's that speaking?
Rashante.
Rashante, you sure you sent it to me? What's the number?
The number?
Yes.
You mean my grade?
No, the number. You say you sent me the notes, right?
Yes, sir.
What's the number that you sent it from?
You mean on WhatsApp, right?
Yeah, on WhatsApp, yes.
Oh, I haven't sent it on WhatsApp yet, but I'm finished with my work.
Okay, so you need to send it on WhatsApp.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you need to take a picture of it and send it to me on WhatsApp, all right?
Yes, sir.
Good.
Mr. Petit, I'm done.
That's Justin.
Yes, sir.
Did you send the notes on WhatsApp?
Yes, sir.
Okay, have a good night.
You too.
Mrs. Petit, I am finished.
That's Ricardo.
Alex.
That's Ricardo.
No, Alex.
Alex,
Yes, sir.
you send in the notes to me?
Yes, sir.
What number you using? Because I don't know what number you're using.
Number.
Why don't you type your name under it? Type your name under it.
Mr. Petit, I'm finished.
Who's that?
Ricardo.
Ricardo? Ricardo, you speaking?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you sent it to me on WhatsApp as well?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can go.
Good night.
Good night.
I'm finished my work, Mr. Petit.
Ms. Moss, you sent it? You sent the notes?
I'm gonna send it to you right now.
Okay. All right.
Okay, good.
Good night.
I just wrote my name under it.
Is that the same number you used yesterday?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Have a good night.
Good night, Mr. Petit.
Good night, Ms. Smith.
This is Thomasina Smith. I just finished the quiz and I sent all of the notes.
I see him. Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. Good night.
Good night. Good night. Good night, Alex. Marino, where's Marino?
Me and Mr. Badi.
I don't see your work. Where's your work?
I'm finishing the rest of the notes right now. I already finished the quiz.
Oh yeah, but where's the notes though?
Oh, I have to send you a picture of it when I finish.
Did you send the math notes?
Yeah, so.
Are you sure? What number you use?
Yes, sir.
What number you use?
454-1085.
4454
1085.
And you send us the maths? You say you send the maths too?
Yes, sir.
Pardon?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I need you to speak more inside the classes, Morano, because I don't hear from you.
Okay.
It's not okay. It's not okay. It's yes or no. So okay. So I need you. I need to hear from you more. Okay. So
Yes, sir.
if I ask a question, don't be afraid to answer. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Good. So finish the notes and then send them to me.
Yes, sir.
I just finished I sent the notes. I just finished the quiz and I got 14 out of 20.
14. Oh, you have to do it again. You have to get 16. Okay.
Okay.
Xavier.
On the last line, Mr. B. On the last line.
On the last line. Okay. And Rashante McKinsey.
Yes, sir. Mr. Petit, my mother, she stepped out with my device, what actually has WhatsApp on it. And this device that I'm using right now, it doesn't have WhatsApp. And she soon comes home, but until then, I won't be able to send you the pictures.
Of
I
what?
thought to my mom, the pictures like of my grade and of the notes.
So where's the notes? The notes is on your what?
The notes is in my book.
It's in your book?
Yes,
Okay.
sir. All the notes we took in is in my book.
Did you take the quiz?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Did you send the math notes yet?
Yes, I did.
Okay. So when is she coming back?
I'm not sure, but she says she is soon home.
Okay. So send them to me right when she comes. Okay. You could leave. I don't want you here too long.
Yes, sir.
Good night, Mr. Petit.
Wait.
Oh, sorry.
Yes, Ethan, what you saying?
I sent the notes to you and I got an 18 or a 20 on the quiz.
You send them the general science notes?
Yes, sir.
How about the math notes? Where's the math notes?
I haven't done them as yet. That's why I was asking you. You said I could do it tomorrow.
Wait, you need a screenshot of them though. So
I screenshotted them.
you screenshot all?
Yes, sir.
Did you get this?
Yes, sir.
Did you get this?
Yes, sir.
And this?
No, sir. Let me get that one.
Wait, we didn't write this down. You don't have to write this down. Just
Yeah.
these two. And then,
Oh, yeah.
and then did you get this?
No, sir.
So take a picture of this.
Mr. Petit, they finished with the notes. I sent
One
pictures to
moment,
you.
one moment, Xavier. Ethan, did you get the quiz for math?
Yes, sir, I did.
Did you do them?
Yes, sir.
How many of them did you finish?
I finished. I think it was. Let me check how much I did. I finished. I finished all of them.
Are you sure? Because when I check
Yes,
and it's
sir.
not there, you know you could be in trouble, right? So don't lie to me. I ask you again. Did you finish all 4?
I think I finished all 4. I have to check it though.
So I'm gonna resend the quiz to you.
I'll scream Mr. Petit. Is it fine if you send it to my mom's phone, please?
Send it to your mother's phone.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I can do that. Wait, is this the number?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I sent the quizzes there. So make sure you do all 4. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
Yes, sir.
I need the notes by tomorrow. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Good. Xavier Cooper, you were saying something? Xavier? Xavier Cooper, you were saying something? Monique? Where's Monique?
I'm here. I'm finishing up my quiz.
The general science one?
Yes.
Okay. And Morano?
Yes, sir.
What are you doing?
I'm on the last line of my notes.
Which one?
Where it says if it's cold outside, they become cold. On the cold-blooded animal note.
Okay. Let me ask a question. Did you do the quiz for the general science?
Yes, sir.
What did you get on it?
I got all right.
Okay. So finish do the notes.
Okay.
Finish do the notes and then send it to me, okay, Morano?
Yes, sir.
Good. Yes, Tiffany?
I just did it over again. I get 20.
20. Very good. Very good. And you send me the notes, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Have a wonderful evening.
You too.
Take care.
Okay.
Hi, Mr. Petit. Hello.
Hello?
Hi, Mr. Petit. I
Yes.
got 14 out of 20.
14 to the 20. You need to
Yeah.
get 16.
I know, so I have to do it over.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Morano, make sure that you are finishing up that notes, okay? Morano, make sure you're finishing the notes.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit. I finished all of my notes and all of the quizzes.
Did you send it to me though?
Yeah, so
Let me see. What's the number?
4541085.
You just sent that to me just now, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Have a good night.
All right.
Okay.
How do I go back to view my score?
Say it again.
How do I go back? Where do
So
I click
you
to view my score?
You did it just now again?
No.
You want to view your score?
Yes.
If you click out of that, you can't click back. Like if you X that out.
No, I didn't exit out.
Then it have to be in one of the tabs. Have to be in one of the tabs that you have open.
Yeah,
Do you see it or no?
I'm checking now.
Okay. What's this one? Union of two sets. I think it was warm-blooded. Okay. Do you see it?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Which of the following is an example of a warm-blooded animal? You can hear me?
I can hear you.
I'm reading back on my notes.
Yeah.
On the question number 5, which of the following is an example of a warm-blooded animal?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm reading the notes for warm-blooded animals that can keep their body temperature the same no matter the temperature on the outside. So the example I have is fish, reptile, mammal, and insect. That would be a mammal.
Yeah. All mammals are warm-blooded.
Okay.
Okay, all mammals are warm-blooded. So that would be like humans, wolves, bears. Yeah. So that's a warm-blooded. That's the example right there. Reptiles are cold-blooded. Fish are cold-blooded. Insects. They're not. They're definitely not warm-blooded.
And and number 8, which of the following is not a cold-blooded animal?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Dog.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
They cannot control their body temperature. Yeah. Okay, yeah, because when dogs cold, they find a warm area to go in, correct?
Okay, the reason why a dog is warm-blooded is because a dog is a mammal. So once you could put it inside that category, so for example, it has fur, right? It has fur and it makes live babies. So it's a warm-blooded animal. It's able to, like, even when you see dogs, they pant, right? That's a part of regulating their body temperature. Like that's a part of it. Yeah. So they're able to do that.
Okay.
And then you also do process of elimination too, because a fish is cold-blooded. That's in your notes. A lizard, that's a reptile. So that's cold-blooded. And snake, that's also a reptile. So that's also cold-blooded. So the only thing that's there is dog.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have to come out of this to do it over.
Yeah, you have to come out and do it over.
Okay. I have to X that out.
Yeah. And find the link again.
Okay, I got it. Oh man. Okay. Monique. It's just fun as a class of perfect insect. Which characters? 3, 4. So these notes that I'm sending you,
Hello?
yeah, the notes that I'm sending you, what I'm taking a photo of and sending to you, they're actually just me writing on the folder sheet, but I'm gonna transport it to my notebook.
Okay.
I write it much neater
Okay.
and
No problem.
and highlight the underline headlines.
Okay. That's no problem. Did you finish the quiz?
Yeah, I'm on my last 2.
Okay.
All right, let me see. 18 or 20?
You say 18, right?
Yes.
Much better. Much better.
I'm gonna take a picture right now and send it to you.
Yeah. All right. And then once you do that, then you could go, okay?
All right, good night.
Good night. Have a good night, Monique.
Likewise.
All right.
God damn it.